Hold on, guys. I gotta find my aunt. You're right, Rock. Okay, so it wouldn't let me automatically add you to the live on Facebook, so I need you to get on Facebook and join the live, so that I can see that you're on there. Because I don't know if you got some kind of setting or what. So I need to see that you're on there and see if you see something that says you can request being on the live. Okay, sorry, I'm back. I had to try to get my aunt to be on here on the Facebook one, not the this one here. Hold on 1 second, y'all. I don't know what the hell that was. I don't need y'all too much in my business, so we're gonna put this, cause so I can feel like I'm on vacation, cause I need a vacation. Can't do that on Facebook, but y'all gonna get all of this space. This one, nope. I don't know who that is viewing, so Angel, if it's you, I need you to request to be on the live. Come on. Nope. Sorry that it's such a slow start tonight, but you'll be thankful that you stayed around, because I have, okay, this is, let me see. No, I need love. I cannot find her like that. Why can't I find her like that? I can search everybody's name, but I don't see her name in here. Oh, I see you. But let's see if I click on you or something. Can you request to be on the live, Angel? Because it's not showing me. It's not giving me a thing to bring you on camera, but it has a thing for my friend Sarah to be on camera, but not for you. So can you request to be on the live so that I can add you? I see you, Angel. I see your name, but when I search you to bring you up, it doesn't let me do that. Let me take it off of the Wi-Fi because it keeps saying my connection is slow on it. Yeah, it does. I can add your man's page, but I can't add your page for some reason. Like, it won't allow me to do that. Sorry, y'all. I should have had this together before I went live, but I didn't know that this was going to be an issue. See, like, it don't even show you in the audience. Like, looking, I can see my friend Tasharla. It shows me that I could have invited her to it, but it does not show me you. And when I look up your name to invite friend and like to watch, it don't. Oh, I see you. Got it. You. Okay, so bring them on camera. Here we go. Okay, so y'all on TikTok will not actually be able to see her because she's connected to the live that's on Facebook, but y'all will be able to hear her, right?
probably will not actually be able to see her because
Oh,
she's
whoever watching me, they gonna have to
be
meet,
able to
go in another room because it's gonna echo. Now, why would you get off? Come back on. Swipe right to do what now? Swipe left to close. All right. Sorry, guys, we're getting it started here. It says it's adding Angel. I need to find my. Well, technically, I don't. If I do, I'll just do it in a little while. Okay. Damn, did I not download Facebook Messenger? Oh, wait, don't need it. It's in my Google Drive. I tried to prepare before I got on here, but hey, you know what happens. You plan, God laughs, all that jazz. So you on the live and I can't see you?
What?
I, I can hear you, but I can't see you.
That's weird. What the hell? I can see myself, but I can't see you.
You can't see me either?
No. Oh,
What is going on? This didn't happen with Crystal.
I don't know.
Hmm.
What the?
Hmm.
What the?
Change to viewer current role guest. Remove guessing. No, I don't want to do that. I don't know, girl, but we about to get this started because people probably like, ma'am.
I can't.
Okay, so everybody, y'all can see the title of the live is Lucius Jerry Dixon. Lucius Jerry Dixon is my uncle. He is younger than me, but he is my uncle, my maternal uncle. So I think I briefly mentioned him because at the time when my grandmother was still living at home, Lucius was living with her along with Junior. Junior is the one who essayed me and other family members, right? So Lucius decided today he was going to try to lay the groundwork for the main people that are doing what they're doing, right? So he's texting Angel, which Angel's over here on my Facebook Live, y'all. And
Hi.
huh?
I said hi.
Oh, she said, "Hey, y'all." So he was texting her, basically trying to lay the groundwork. Basically, you know how people will try to do a smear campaign or get somebody already against other people before the shit proverbially hits the fan, right? So that's what he was trying to do. And so of course she was getting pissed off or whatever. And she started sending me the screenshots. And I was getting pissed off and more amped up. And I'm like, oh yeah, I'm on his head tonight. So here we are. That's why the title of the live is his name, right? So Angel screen recorded and sent it to me, and she's here. So uh she is okay with me sharing this, of course, right, Angel?
Yes, I am.
All right. So what I'm going to do is okay. And do y'all remember, or if it's your first time here or whatever, you might not remember. So I'm going to reiterate for those that are new or that may not remember. I said that my grandmother was taken out of the nursing home by Rolitha, which is my maternal aunt. I feel like that TikTok sound that it be the old person be trying to tell you who you related to, and they be like Roydell and Abistine. That's what I feel like every time I try to tell y'all who these people is. So my grandmother was taken out of the nursing home by Rolitha, was living at Rolitha's house, right? And then we got a call that she went to the hospital. Well, I didn't get a call, but Angel got calls and texts and stuff. And then she was trying to contact Lil G, and then Lil G got involved, and it was a whole thing, right? So, um, I was telling y'all that she was at Rolita's house. She was not being taken care of, and what kind of stuff was going on over there, and what I felt like the plan was. Right. So now I'm about to show y'all some proof of what I was saying. Okay. So This is this is screen record. Oh, y'all not gonna be able to see it. I gotta take off the damn background, y'all.
Uh, request to be in
Okay,
compliance.
so this is the screen recording right here. This is the screen recording, y'all. It's right here. I'm not making it up. I can't manipulate it. It's already been done. It's already in here, right? I saved it to my Google Drive so I wouldn't have to fumble with my phone. Hold on, Mia. Okay, Mia is about to add you too. Mia is Angel's daughter that Rolitha had also stolen, right? Oh, but it's y'all have to be in different rooms. And when I look up your name to invite friend and like to watch, it don't. Whoever that is, they gotta go in a different room. Mia, you have to go in a different room. Somebody gotta go in a different room.
We fixed it. We have to do
Okay.
it off my phone because hers is tripping.
Okay. And I still don't know why I can't see y'all. That's crazy.
You still can't see us? We can see you now. Right?
I can't see y'all.
That's so weird.
Maybe turn y'all camera off and turn it back on. Maybe that might help. Okay, so let me go back to the beginning.
I'm not with this. God dang you.
Hold on, she's scrolling.
Do I answer the phone for you? Hello?
Okay, pause. All right, so all right, so on Sunday, it says Sunday. Y'all see at the top? It says Sunday. It says Sunday up here, right? So Sunday from Lucius to Angel. It says Rolitha and Junior are going to end up killing Mama. Mama is my grandmother. Y'all heard that? Rolitha and Junior. Remember, I told y'all that Rolitha was allowing Junior to change my grandmother's diapers and things like that. Now, what he meant by kill her, I don't know, but y'all, it's only, I mean, unalive. That's what I meant. What he means by unalive, I don't know. So then that was at 8:36 in the morning. Angel didn't respond. Then at 12:38 p.m. on Sunday, Lucius sends another message. It says, "Me and Junior got into it last night." Then Angel responds and says, "All we can do is pray." Then he says, "Yeah, she okay. I just checked on her." Then Angel says, "Where is she?" Because mind y'all, when she got moved out of the nursing home, we didn't know where she was at. We weren't informed of anything. And by we, I mean me, Angel, legit. We didn't know. So we speculated, right? So she said, "Where is she?" He says, "Rolita house." He says, "Don't tell Lil G you heard from me." Don't that sound familiar? Lil G wasn't supposed to know that my granny went to the hospital way back when she first went. Okay. Then he says, "How you been?" And then at 1:28, Angel says, "Mama in the hospital. I don't know nothing. Just know she in the hospital." Because at that time, she didn't know any details, right? Okay, so let me unpause. Okay, so then to the part where she said, "I don't know nothing. I just know she in the hospital." He says, "Yeah, she has a infection in her belly where the tube used to be." The tube that he is talking about is the tube that I mentioned. That was the G tube, where that's how she got her nutrients because she could not swallow and she couldn't eat enough to sustain her life. So she had the G tube. It was surgically placed. It took them 3 tries to place the tube. It had to be surgically placed. But when she was taken out of the nursing home, they removed it. So he said, "Yeah, she has an infection in her belly where the tube used to be. I'll keep you updated as well, and you do the same." He said, "I love you, little big sister." Then he says, "Mama telling everybody that Lil G caused her infection and hit her. I don't know what to believe at this. You know she put me and Mia in her will." Y'all hearing me what I said? He said this. "You know she put me me and Mia in her will. He says that his mom is saying that Lil G caused the infection and hit her. Lil G has not seen her in person since November of last year. She can't even talk presently. She can make a little moan sounds, but she can't even talk right now. So currently she's not telling nobody that X, Y, or Z caused the infection and is hitting on her. But he's laying the groundwork. He doing the devil dirty work. He working with him. Got it? This ain't his first time doing this either. Right? But everybody thinks that Ruthie don't know what's going on. Cool. Cool. But we're here now. Right? And notice he just said, she put me and Mia in her will. First of all, I'm her grandchild, but I ain't never heard nothing about a will until his messages today. And I'm just gonna be frank. She don't need no fucking will because she ain't got no fucking money. The vehicle that she had, majority of the stuff she had, Lil G paid for. Lil G worked her ass off and was taking care of her mama because that's her mama and you only get one mama. Right? All right. So now, scroll. Angel says, that doesn't make sense. Lil G ain't seen her since November. What I just say? Mind y'all, I got this screen recording earlier, but all I did was save it to my phone, upload it to my Google Drive. I did not go all the way through the screen recording. She sent me some screenshots on Instagram that hyped me the fuck up, and I said I was going to be on his head, but I'm reading this right now, but I done already told y'all when the last time Lil G saw her mom. I already told y'all that, right? So he sends an emoji like he don't know, right? So Angel says, yeah, that doesn't add up. Is mama talking now? He said, yeah. The boy is flat out lying. I was on the phone today when Lil G was talking to the woman from the hospital, the nurse. The nurse said she's still not communicating. I can play that too. I didn't get the screen recorded yet, so I would have to end my Facebook Live to play it from my Android phone because that's where it's saved at, right? So, but I got that too. So she's not. He said she's talking. She's not talking, baby. She can't. She can't communicate. She wouldn't even allow the people to do a test, swallow testing thing, so they could see if she could take anything by mouth because she's so confused. She's fighting everybody because she's confused. If you was sick and in the hospital and confused, you're not gonna let nobody do no test on you either, right? Mm-hmm. Right. So let's hit unpause and we're gonna scroll. Then he says nobody is talking for her. She told the police 3 times herself. Now, actually, what he's referencing is when she was in the nursing home and the false reports started to be made, right? During the time where she could communicate, right? The first report that she made to the police was that somebody raped her, right? Had nothing to do with Lil G, but that somebody raped her. So that has to be investigated. When you make a claim like that, it has to be investigated. So the police went up there to the nursing home. It was investigated. Nothing came of it because it did not happen, right? All right, let's keep going. So Angel said police. He said she wants to press charges for her hitting her. I already told y'all when that accusation was made against Lil G about the physical abuse at the nursing home had every obligation to report it to APS, Adult Protective Services. It was reported. It was investigated. The APS man called Lil G on the phone. I'm on the phone. He said it was said that you were burning her feet and you put glue in her mouth. And the only thing I saw with her mouth is her teeth. They kind of seemed like they were coming out her mouth a little bit, but she hasn't been to the dentist in a while. So that checks out, right? And he said, yeah, I'm going to close this case today. And he closed it, right? All right, let's keep going. So Angel says, what the fuck in reference to him saying she wants to press charges for her hitting her. Then he says, yeah, I don't know. Then Angel says, Lil G never hit her. Then he says, He says, I don't know what to think about it, to be honest. How do you know that for a fact? If he doesn't know what to think about it, he sounds like somebody that got his mind pretty fucking made up, right? Okay. And then ask me, Angel, how do you know that for a fact? He's trying to sow some seeds of doubt in her so she can be on team evil, vile, snake ass bitches, right? Okay. So he said, money will change people. Let me tell y'all something. When people are doing things and they think that they so smart, they start telling on themselves because they think they so smart, right? Money will change people. You hear that, right? Mm-hmm. This is money will change people. He said that. Money will change people. Okay. He says, Mia didn't tell you anything about mom's will. Mind y'all, I ain't heard nothing about a will till today. The people that's worried about money and wills is the people that's doing this snake shit.
Yep.
Clock that T, y'all. All right. Because she keeps saying Mia knows what to do. She was saying that way before she had her stroke about her will when her legs gave out. When her legs gave out, I was still going around. I was still helping her. But okay. He says, I don't give a fuck about it. I just think that's what it could be about if it's true. She doesn't want anything to do with you, meaning Angel, because she knows that Lil G is supposedly lying to you about the truth. He don't give a fuck about the will, but he done brought it up more than once now, right? But he don't give a fuck. It's like the people that was calling my phone didn't give a fuck about me or what I was saying, but they was on my phone yelling and cussing and threatening me, right? Cool beans. I just want y'all to keep up. I just want y'all to, yeah. So hold on, let it go some more. Okay, so then he says, I'm not saying that she is telling the truth. I'm not saying that she is lying, but mama never told me a lie about nothing like that before. I love my grandma, y'all. and and I love my mama. For that matter, I love him. He's good lying ass. But where do you think he learned how to lie from? His mama. Where do you think my mama learned how to lie from? Her mama. I know how to lie, but I don't need to lie. Right?
Yep.
Okay. But he said his mama ain't never lied to him about nothing like that. If somebody's lying to you and manipulating you your whole life, you're not going to really know that until you find proof of otherwise. Right?
Yep.
Okay. So he said, and she is not crazy and she can swallow her food. That's why they removed her tube. On this phone call with the nurse from the hospital, the nurse said, well, she currently weighs, I believe it's between 184 and 187. The last time Lil G saw her in November, she weighed like 214, 217. Right? So for her to be losing weight like that, she's not getting up, walking around, moving around, losing no weight. She's not getting the nutrients that she needs to sustain her health. So she's losing weight. These people were told time and time again what the G tube was for. Velda was even told what the G tube was for when she called Lil G, and she was like, yeah, what's that tube in her stomach? It seems so inhumane. And Lil G's telling her, well, that's how she gets her nutrients. That's what's keeping her alive. Well, it seems so inhumane, like it hurt. But it didn't hurt. It didn't hurt her. It helped her. It only helped her. But they was laying the groundwork for what the plans were to get that tube up out of there so she couldn't get what she needed. Right? Okay. So then Angel says, I'm at the hospital right now checking on my baby. I don't have time. But I can say you crazy because mom has lied about everything. Where have you been? Y'all heard that? All right. I it's not that I don't care about her. I care about her. I care about her. That's why I'm doing what I'm doing. So I'm glad you care about her too, Paulita, but it ain't never that I don't care. It ain't never that. Just because I choose not to allow somebody in my space or in my life doesn't mean I don't care about them. It just means that I care about me more. And I haven't done that my whole life. I cared about everybody else more. So I just want to put that out there too. All right. So here we go. Scroll, scroll, scroll. That was a bunch of bullshit that he accidentally sent. I'm sure the phone was probably in his pocket. He says Lil G have as well, meaning lied. That's what he's talking about. Lil G have as well, meaning he know his mama be lying, but he said she ain't never lied to him. Lil G have as well. When mama could not talk, she was talking for her about her apartment. My pause right there because the apartment that he's talking about is the one that him and Junior was living in that belonged to my grandmother. She was on housing. If Lil G wouldn't have been speaking for her, she would have lost her housing because she wasn't home. She was in the hospital and in the nursing home. But Lil G wanted her to have her home to come home to if she got well enough to be there.
Right.
When my grandmother initially got released from the hospital, Lil G was going to stay over there with her to try to watch over her and take care of her. And she said her sons were going to take care of her and talk real crazy to Lil G. So Lil G left and she was crying and I'm on the phone with her. I'm at Gabby's basketball game. I'm walking and she's telling me and I'm pissed off and I'm walking harder, right? Because why would you talk to your daughter like that that's trying to help you and take care of you? But your sons got you, but they won't even empty the bucket that you have to use the bathroom in that's in the living room. I've witnessed it for myself. That ain't secondhand information. I done gone over there. The bucket done been right there in the living room. Lucius in his room or he not there, and that nigga better not be there while I'm there. Right? Okay. But her sons was gonna take care of her though. And so, wait. My bad, y'all. Go back like 5 seconds. Okay, so, I was at the part. I'm gonna read it again. Lil G have as well. When Mama could not talk, she was talking for her about her apartment. She always let me have company over. My grandma didn't want none of them little raggedy girls he was with in her apartment, especially the one that was living in there while my grandma was in the hospital, especially not her. She wanted that girl up out of there. She had a camera, and Lucius would sneak the girl in there and all kind of stuff, which is why Jackie and let me take this off because I'm going to just keep fumbling with it. Which is why, and I know I'm supposed to be making cookies, but I can't do that while I do this, y'all. I know some people's probably like, we're going to hold you accountable. I understand, but I can't do it at the moment. So my grandma did not want that girl in her apartment. Lucius took advantage of the fact that my grandma can't get up and walk and see what's going on back here and see what you're doing over there. So he would sneak the girl in there. And my grandma would call Lil G so she'd come get the girl up out of there. He would call Lil G to come to his rescue to try to fight dudes that was trying to fight him. He would take money from my grandma when she would send him to the store, all kind of stuff. Like, bro, you're lying in these text messages trying to portray something that it isn't to Angel, but Angel know you full of shit too.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
he said she always let me have company over, and she threw my stuff out. So he's putting so the always let me have company over. He's referencing his mom, my grandmother, and she threw my stuff out. He's talking about Lil G. So when Lil G went to close the apartment up because him and that girl was over there fighting, that girl was over there whooping his ass, and he was calling people to come to his rescue. And Lil G didn't throw his stuff out. She was getting his stuff out, and Rolita went over there to help her get his stuff out.
Yep.
But people like them don't do anything unless it directly benefits them.
Yep.
So I told you that Jackie wanted Lucius up out of there so she could stay in there with Junior. The one who had saved multiple people in the family. She wanted to live with him. Multiple people, including me, her daughter, her firstborn daughter. She wanted to stay in there with him. So they wanted Lucius out, right? So Rolita definitely went over there to help get his stuff up out of there because she wanted him out. Because Jackie wanted him out too, right? Okay, cool. So she threw my stuff out and got mom's locks changed. The locks were changed by the apartment people. Lil G did not get the locks changed. She found out that the locks were changed when she went over there to check the mail and check on the apartment. The apartment complex told her that Eleanor Dixon is the one who requested it. And Lil G asked them what she looked like. She's a dark, small build woman. That's Rolita, baby. Rolita went over there pretending to be my grandmother and had the locks changed. They asked Lil G, did she want them to change the locks again and give her the key? She told them no. When she went in that apartment, it was totally disgusting, totally messed up. I have pictures that she sent me when she went in there, but they're on the iPhone. I'm on TikTok on my iPhone. But I have the pictures from when she went in there. There was poop on the floor. There was dirty underwear everywhere. That it was disgusting, right? And I don't know specifically out of Jackie Rolita, whoever took the pictures, but pictures were taken of that apartment. They were taken to the nursing home and shown to my grandmother. Okay, so anyway, he said she threw my stuff out and got mom's locks changed. I paid $400 for a bed. You paid $400 for a bed, but you didn't want to pay on the light bill. You didn't want to pay a little change on the light bill so the lights can stay on, but you want to have the AC on and the window up, and you not even in that motherfucker. But you paid $400 for a bed. And he said I paid $400 for the bed I had in mom's apartment and $500 for a 60-inch smart TV. So you telling me you ain't got no motherfucking job, but you paid $500 for a 60-inch smart TV. And even if, let's say you did, he said the motherfucker didn't even work.
I was there when he bought it.
So you paid this money for the TV, bro. It don't work no more, but it seems like you talk about a wheel, you talk about money you spend on shit because you want somebody to reimburse you. And when I read this in the screenshot, I said, come get it back in blood. Come get it. Come get it. And come get it. Because I know you're going to watch the video. Somebody going to screen record it for you. Somebody going to show it to you on their phone. Somebody probably, well, I don't think nobody going to call my phone no more, honestly. And that's what I wanted. So, but when I got that phone call last night, I heard myself in the background. So, you know, they watching me. Hey, y'all. So, he said 60-inch smart TV. They didn't let me get, Lil G is lying as well. I was there. She pretended to be mom to get me out the apartment. Lil G didn't put him out the apartment. She didn't put him out the apartment. She wanted him out of the apartment, yes, because he was not contributing to helping the lights and stuff stay on. When you're on housing, your lights cannot get cut off. You would get kicked off housing. Lil G had her mom's pay card with her benefits that she get each month, and she was paying her bills for her, paying her bill at the nursing home for her. But if your mom is not home using the electricity, you should be contributing to paying this light bill. She told him and Junior a certain amount to pay for the light bill. Junior got the fuck up out of there. Grown ass men living with their mama but don't want to contribute. But this is what a lot of black mothers let their sons do, right? But the daughters got to go to work. Hey, bitch, because that's when you got to get up and do something. Cook so your brother can eat, right? Okay. So he said, you don't know everything. You can't believe Lil G either. That's why I said I don't know what to believe. He's already got his mind made up, and he's trying to change Angel's mind also. I know I'm not the only one who see that in these messages. Angel says, you funny. Then, hold on, let it go up so I have a lot more to read. Huh?
That is so funny because I had to type it for her. I was driving.
So then he says, shaking my head, you should not hold grudges because mom didn't believe you about what happened to you in the past. Say, man. Say, man. Do y'all see the pattern that's going on with these people? Everybody know what happened, but everybody don't really give a fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody know what happened, but everybody don't really give a fuck though.
Yeah,
And they
pissed my soul
said they
off.
want to tell the people that it happened to, move on. Move on. Who cares? I care. Let's get back into this shit. All right. He said, we only have one mama. What I said y'all last night. That's what people say. You only got one mama.
Yep.
Yeah, but that mama only got one Angel. She got one Lil G. She got one Jackie. She got one Rolitha, even though they doing what they doing. Each one of your kids are unique. They didn't ask to be here, right? You brought them here. And it's a birthright to be loved by you, to actually be loved, not used and abused and just tossed to the side, right? Not for a check, welfare or otherwise, right? And he said, we only have one mama and she is dying. But hold the phone. Why is she dying? She's dying because who took her out the nursing home and took her to her house and letting whatever happen? It ain't Angel's fault. It ain't Lil G's fault.
No.
Right? It ain't. I mean, it might be a little bit his fault because he be knowing shit and he don't be saying nothing because he's trying to get what he's trying to get and he was trying to stay in that apartment. Y'all see, that's what he really bad about, that apartment, because he ain't got nowhere to stay. Or he's staying with a girl that's still whooping his ass. I don't know. Mind y'all, this boy is saying all this stuff about Lil G, and she just saw him a few days ago and gave him a ride to see about a job. And he's saying all this stuff about her. He's been saying stuff about her. He's tried to fight her while their mama was in the hospital, but she still try to help because that's her little brother and she love him and she care about him. And that's what we do. The big sister, we gonna take care of you, baby. Let me keep going. So Angel says, okay, and why you bringing it up? I'm not holding no grudge. She says, I was going to see mama. You don't know shit. He says, hold on, let me let it go up, y'all. I need some water. Hold on, I'm finna get me a water out the Frigidaire. Hold on, cause my mouth dry. These big ass lips. All right. So she said, I was going to see mama. You don't know shit, and she was. I can attest to that. He says, because you in denial about what Lil G did to me, it's not even about me. I can care less. And let me educate some people real quick, because I get tired of people saying this shit. It's not I can care less, because when you say I can care less, that means you still care. It's I couldn't care less, meaning ain't no care here, bitch. I gives no fucks. So it's I couldn't. That's y'all grammar lesson for today. Might not be the only one, because these motherfuckers here. I'm just saying. See, it's not even about me. I can care less about my shit. That is not why I brought that topic up. But you just said because you in denial about what Lil G did to me, but it's not about your shit. Seems you're confused. So then Angel says, when did mama say somebody hit her? Did she say it today? He said no, it was when she was at the old folks home. That's already been handled. Why you bringing it up like she said it today? Why you talking like she verbally told you some shit today? Told somebody some shit today, right? Because you're laying the groundwork. You're laying the foundation for what y'all are trying to do for when inevitably what happens. I mean, God does have the last say. So, I don't know what's going to happen, when it's going to happen, none of that, right? But you laying the groundwork, right?
Right.
So, he says no, it was when she was at the old folks. I ain't even drink the damn water yet. Golly. Don't be screenshotting and talk about the way I drink water, Don't. I mean, do what you do, baby. I don't give a damn. Okay, so he said, no, it was when she was at the old folks' home. Lil G even said there was a cam in there, and it wasn't even one in there. I've been there plenty of times. I'm going to hold y'all hand when I say this. It was the camera in there. I had the login information. I have actual video clips from the camera. They're in my iPhone. I forgot to send them to my Google Drive, but they're in my iPhone. I have actual clips, right? You can see people's faces. And guess what? There's audio. They didn't know it was audio. They didn't know that. So they thought turning the camera was going to prevent something. Oh, oh.
Yep.
I told y'all I keep receipts. I don't be fucking playing. So, yeah. He said he's been there plenty of times. Y'all, the lie detector test determined that's a fucking lie.
No, he hasn't.
He then says her radio and TV was there even though they had a TV in the room. You hear that? It was a TV provided by the nursing home, but she had a radio and TV in there. Y'all want to know? Y'all want to guess who? Anybody want to tell me who? Who brought it? Who brought that? Lil G.
Yep.
TV, radio, DVDs, her own remote, her nightgowns, all kind of shit for her, right?
Yes, she did.
And initially, right? Let me get back to. Let me try to stay focused as long as I can. My head kind of big, so it's hard. Okay,
It was a Roku. She bought a Roku too.
that's what I'm saying. She had all kind of shit in there that Lil G
Like,
got for her, right?
she was at home. It was just like
She
she was
wanted
at
her
home.
to feel at home. She didn't want her to feel like she was in a nursing home. Okay, so he says they have no cameras in the room with the patients there. The nursing home does not. Lil G purchased a camera and put it in there for her mother's safety, for her own safety, for the workers of the nursing home safety. So can't nobody be lied on, right?
Right.
That's why the camera was there, for protection, for everybody. He said, nor was mom cam in there. Sounds suspicious to me. I'm just saying. That's like somebody coming up to you and telling you some bullshit and be like, but I'm just saying, I don't sound funny to me. I don't know. Trying to sow seeds of doubt. But Angel had been up there to the nursing home. She seen the camera herself. She turned the camera back around herself. So you literally trying to gaslight somebody that knows better, that has seen it, has witnessed it. You trying to gaslight her. Y'all think y'all so fucking smart, baby, but whew, it's evident that you're not. So Angel says, did you ever read the sign going in the room? And then he said, because why lie to me and say there was a cam in there? I didn't argue with Lil G. I just listened. Oh my God. Okay, so tomorrow night's live is going to have the clips from the camera. That's going to be tomorrow night's live. I'm going to upload them to my Google Drive, and they're going to be on this tablet right here. Because I can't do it while I'm on live. I can't show it while I'm using that phone, right? And so it's gonna scroll. An Angel sent looks like video, or maybe is this a video or a screenshot of the video?
Videos.
So she sent videos from the camera also, but you can't really tell by this thumbnail that's here how good the actual video is. You can't tell. You cannot tell how good it is. But when I show y'all, and when I show y'all this boy, the little nuts he got, they gonna drop. Okay. So she sent the video clip, and then scroll. Oh shit, girl, wait a minute. So then he says they don't have cams in there for privacy reasons, only in the hallway. Do not believe that, Angel. That was not in there when I was visiting her. It's not clear enough anyway. You can't even make out faces. So he goes from don't believe it was a camera in there. It wasn't in there when I was visiting, to looking at the footage that Angel sent and saying it's not clear enough anyway. You can't even make out faces.
Like he up to no good.
Oh, but
He got something to hide.
busted. When I show y'all these clips. So Lil G is my auntie. Um, she don't want me to tell y'all her age, but we real close like sisters. I'm just say that. That's my auntie, like, but she really my sister. Not for real, not biologically, for somebody to get that mixed up. And they be like, well, how the hell? And then I gotta pull out a dry erase board and get y'all together. No, I don't mean like I mean we have a sister
We
relationship, not an
was
auntie and
raised
niece
like
relationship.
sisters. We
Yes,
always.
we grew up in the house together. Listen, y'all, it's a lot.
It's hard to
All right.
explain.
So hold on, y'all. So Angel sent another clip, and then he says, I can't even see what is on her dresser. So instead of addressing the fact, instead of saying, oh, I was wrong, there was a camera in there. He's trying to nitpick and say, oh, I can't even see what's on her dresser. That's that's the point? That you can't see what's on the dresser in this clip? That's the point.
I was just
Not the
laughing
fact
the
that there
whole
was a camera
time.
in there.
I
What you said?
don't know.
Huh?
I was laughing the whole time I was texting him.
Okay. So let me go some more. And then he says, even if it was one in there, now he says that because she sent some more clips. And then she sends this. Y'all see that clear ass picture? Can I blow it? No, I can't blow it up because it's a video. But y'all see that clear ass picture? Y'all see that set up, all that shit she got in there? Y'all see that clear ass picture? All that shit she got in there? The nursing home ain't give her that shit. That didn't come from the nursing home. That came from somebody who loved her, right? And Angel says there was also a hidden camera in there too. And then he said, I was living with mom. I believe mom more than I believe Lil G. That okay. Yeah, now I see that Cam was not in her room no time I visited.
And I put a hidden camera in her dresser. That
Yeah, I
someone
think he
stole.
really visited his mama more than once or twice.
He didn't.
For real, for real. And
He even
if he
told us
did
he
visit,
only did it
if
once.
he did actually visit though, he would have saw the camera that was there because it was there. All
It
right.
was there. To go visit.
So
It was
Angel says G wasn't doing nothing alone. They stole my camera I put in there. And then he said, so why she was talking for mom when she couldn't even speak for herself? Because that's what the power of attorney does.
I said that too.
That's what they do. That's what they do. You say, Amy, who got you going crazy? These people I'm related to, we share the same blood. Jesus. All right, so let me keep going. So I'm not gonna call these people I'm talking about family because that's not family. Those are relatives. We're related.
Yep.
Related, guys.
I didn't even relate to them.
Now you can't be delusional, okay? We not on the delusion train. All right, hold on, y'all. So he said, explain that part to me because I would never do that. You would never do that because you would never be power of attorney. Because you can't be trusted. Because your brain doesn't work right. It's some shit not firing right up there. This boy be talking about, well, how is the earth flat or something? Hey, listen, he be saying all kind of shit, and I just be telling him okay because I'm not finna argue with crazy. When you argue with crazy, nobody can tell who's crazy anymore. Then you look crazy too. So I'm gonna let you have that, baby.
Mia.
So I'm gonna let you have it.
Someone did say he ate his candy.
My nephew Kobe said, "Y'all got my auntie out of character right now. She don't get like this. Tell him, nephew, this ain't. Hey, but sometimes what Kendrick Lamar say? Sometimes you gotta pop out and show niggas.
That part.
So, Angel said, "I'm going to pray for you. May God heal your soul." I don't necessarily know if he got one in there no more, y'all. I don't really know. I don't really know. So then he says, "I'm telling you the truth. I'm telling you the truth. Hey, bitch, listen. telling you, he probably was beating on the table when he was. I'm telling the truth. That's how people be. I be watching interrogation videos. They be real fired up when they lying, boy. Like the people was on my phone. You ain't nothing but a poodle. That's what you sound like on my phone. But okay. So I'm telling you the truth. Something is fishy. You're right. It's y'all smelling like some motherfucking tilapia. It's y'all.
Tilapia.
There was no Cam every time I went to go see her. He says Rika was taking me to see her. I'm not the delusional one. Now I know Rika visited our grandma up there. I know she did.
She only brought
I don't know nothing
up there
about
once.
huh?
She only brought Lucius up there one time. And he even
And see, that's what I'm about to say. I don't know how many times she actually brought him. I know Rika visited. Rika is my cousin, which is Rolita's daughter. I know she visited. I don't know how many times. I can't speak to that either. I don't know, but I can guarantee you, if Lucius was up there, it probably was only one time. And then when he was up there, obviously he wasn't paying the fuck attention. Obviously, like he ain't pay the fuck attention in school. All right. So, let's see. He says, I've been there more than you have. You're just picking sides instead of trying to figure out the truth. No, baby. She knows what's going on, and you're trying to manipulate and gaslight her to be on y'all side because she's on the side of truth. Let's get that shit straight. So then Angel says, you told me you went up there only once since she been in that nursing home.
Yep, and I got receipts.
Motherfucking water.
He's so slow. It's receipts. Oh my goodness.
Okay, so then Angel says, and I can go back to the messages. Because how you gonna lie to me about what you told me? How you, the math ain't mathing, but of course it's not because he don't know how to add or do none of that shit, right? He know how to steal though. And then she says, and that's a fucking lie. I've been up there multiple times with all my kids. The fuck? Then he says, nope, 8 times. I even helped mom leave there. Oh, thank you for that. Thank you for that. Tell him what he's won. I told y'all he was helping him, right? I told y'all before I knew it.
Yep.
Because you wouldn't be doing the things you're doing. You wouldn't be saying the things that you're saying if you weren't a part of the fucking scheme.
Yep.
And I told y'all these people think they're so smart and they keep talking because they think they're manipulating everybody and they tell on themselves.
Mm-hmm.
And no, I don't think I'm perfect. No, I don't think I'm none of that because I be fucking up. I be fucking up because I got fucked up when I was growing up. But I'm learning, I'm doing better. When you know better, you do better, right? All right. What's your Facebook? Y'all probably like, girl, we seen your titties enough. Hold on, y'all. Gotta send text to my sissy. Oh no, not goodbye. Good night. My goodness, swiping was swiper, no swiping. All right. So then he said the fact that he said 8 times. So what you did? You marked it on your calendar. You had a motherfucking tally or something that you know exactly how many times you went up there. Because if you're actively visiting your sick parent or somebody, how you really gonna know off the top of your head how many times you went up there? This motherfucking nice round number you pulled out your big ass head. I packed mom shit up. Thank you for that. Just didn't want Lil G to know. Y'all, if I could fly around this motherfucking apartment, I'd be flying. Just didn't want Lil G to know. Why don't these people want Lil G to know anything? Can y'all? Anybody want to take a guess? Anybody want to take a fucking guess? They always push Lil G out when they doing some fuck shit, huh?
Yep.
I
Been
I
doing it
told
all
y'all they
along.
pushed Lil G out when Mama, Georgia May, Hunter, Randolph, I don't know how many last names she was using, but all of them belong to her. They pushed Lil G out right before she died.
They pushed her out for me too before I got raped.
Y'all hear that? Angel said they pushed Lil G out too from her. Oh, you can't say that word. I think you got me in trouble or somebody reported me. Hold on. I don't know what's going on. They leaving
SA.
me on. They left
My
me
bad.
on there. You got when you talk about that, you got to say SA. All right. All right. Don't worry. I slip up sometimes too.
I slipped up. I slipped up. Shh.
Okay. So he said I packed mom's shit up. Just didn't want Lil G to know because I still don't know what to fully believe. You don't know what to fully believe, but you helped pack your mama's shit up for her to leave a nursing home where she had around the clock care to go over here to your sister's house that was actively trying to put you out your mama's apartment. But you don't know what to fully believe, is what you claiming, right? Okay. And play. Then again, he says, there was no cam anytime I went up there, Angel. He's back to the cam again. Maybe he should be on OnlyFans and he'd be obsessed with cameras. I don't know. Because he's obsessed with sex too, by the way.
Oh my
Um,
God. Young people.
uh, so then Angel says, okay, Lucius. And I say he's obsessed with sex because he used to have all kind of raunchy, nasty material in his mother's cell phone that he would use from time to time. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm-mm.
So
The
Angel
cell phone
said,
Lil G
okay,
bought.
right, the cell phone that Lil G bought and was paying the bill on. So Angel says, okay, Lucius, and he says, I have no reason to lie. Typically, when a liar says that, it's because they fucking lying. Like, you know, when a dude cheat on you, I ain't got to lie to you. Believe what you want to believe. I don't got no reason to lie. You're lying because you don't want the consequences of the truth, right? That's why you lie. Or you lie to get the outcome that you want. You manipulate the situation, right? That's why you lie. You figure if you tell the truth, you're not going to get what you want out of the situation. And you figure if you telling these lies, you're going to help them get what they want. And in turn, you're going to get what you want. But you're going to be looking pretty fucking dumb like you do right now already. Because
Yep.
when the other shoe drops, you still ain't going to have shit. They going to have whatever they trying to have, whatever little bit it is. And you still going to be in the same fucking position. Just a little dumber and a little more hurt because you thought you had a friend, or you thought you had a sister because these your sisters, right?
Yep.
Okay. Uh, uh, so he says, and I know for a fact Lil G was talking for mom. They both have the entire same name. Think just a little bit. This nigga act like Lil G named herself.
I'm sorry, I'm laughing because that's what I had in my head.
Big G named Lil G the same exact name. I guess she got tired of trying to think of names. I don't fucking know. Or she may have had some shit cooked up. Because like I tell y'all, these people are used to doing fraudulent shit, right? And while my grandmother was working in a plant, it was some kind of shit that happened and she got some money and the money would be for the kids that she was pregnant with while at the plant. Lil G didn't get her money. Lil G and Big G got the same name. All right. So he says, well, they both been doing wrong in my eyes. And by they both, I'm guessing he means Big G and Lil G. And then he says, just don't let this separate us. And he meant then, but he put then. Then what? No, he meant then. I take that back. Than what we already are. I don't even have beef with Lil G, even though she put me out. Okay. He said, just just want the truth and peace. He said, but I think I know. Just hope I'm wrong. You can't clean blood with blood. He go that crazy shit he be talking again. You can't clean blood with blood, y'all. You can't fucking do it. You better get some club soda. I don't know. Um, I'm sorry, y'all. I you you think that the shit can't get worse or it can't get more crazy, but then it does. And you think that the shit is made up because it can't possibly be real, right? This can't possibly be someone's reality. This can't possibly be what they've been dealing with their whole life, right? It can't be real. This a fucking Tubi movie, right? No. No, it's not. It's not Tubi. It's not. Somebody might make a movie, then the bitch is gonna swear I got the money for it.
Girl.
Even if I did, I would take care of those that I love and those that love me. I wouldn't do like you bitches. Anyway, so she said, Angel said, look, I don't come around for a reason. I keep my kids away for a reason, just like me. Wow. Letha was on my phone saying the family don't fuck with me. No, ma'am. I don't fuck with the family. If I came around, y'all would be happy. But I don't come around for a reason. I don't have my children around the toxic, traumatic shit that goes on. I can't trust y'all with my babies, my blessings, when y'all couldn't handle this one. Y'all ain't protect this one. Y'all didn't protect Angel. Y'all didn't protect Lil G. And it's some other motherfuckers y'all didn't protect. But I ain't get the okay to name them. Y'all didn't protect my sister, Sunshine. Y'all didn't protect her either. Right? Okay. But y'all want us to come around the family. But y'all don't fuck with us. No, you don't fuck with me because you can't, bitch. All right. So Angel says, but I do talk to Lil G. That's who raised me. That's who made me the woman I am today. What did I tell y'all last night? When I said we raised our younger siblings. I didn't make that shit up. I didn't pull that shit out of thin air. It's real life. It's what happened. My younger siblings, that's who I raised, except for Sunshine because she wasn't there. Lil G younger siblings, that's who she raised. We was all doing it together at some point. At some point, we were in the same household, and we was all me and Lil G was taking care of them. We had to figure out how to do this, how to do that, how we was gonna eat a lot of the times.
Yeah.
Right? We had to make sure these little thugs wasn't out doing stuff they weren't supposed to be doing. We trying to keep them in line and raise them when we still needed to be raised ourselves. We figuring shit out as we go. We were parentified children, right? You even if you want to deny that, even if this boy Lucius want to deny that his sister raised him, it doesn't change the facts. It doesn't change that it happened. It already happened, baby. You may not be grateful and you may not love her enough to treat her like you give a fuck about her, but it already happened. She already did that for you. And she told me to let y'all know. She told me to let y'all know that he still need a job. I was talking to her earlier. She said Lucius still need a job. So if anybody got a job for him, he still need a job. Now, I'm not giving you no motherfucking reference for him. Please believe me. Because any job he done had, he can't keep it. But Lil G said the boy need a job. I mean, the man, but he a boy because he don't act like a man. He need a job. That's what Lil G said. So if you got some shit he can clean up, wait, he ain't gonna clean up no shit either because it was shit all over the apartment. I'm gonna let if you want to give him a job on that, you figure that out. His name is Lucius Jerry Dixon. I put it on in the description thing up there. Yeah, and I made sure I spelled it right because I'm respectful. Right. So, hold on. Let me let it go up, and hopefully Angel's not scrolling like a crazy lady.
Sorry.
Oh, now it's moving like Christmas.
Oh,
Shit. I'm just playing, girl. I don't care. Okay, so then he says Irvin, but he means Irvin. That's the other brother. That's my other uncle. Irvin is the uncle whose girlfriend I originally told about what happened to me as a child. It was Irvin's girlfriend.
what?
Yeah, that's when I was a kid. I told Irvin's girlfriend we was at the house. You younger than me, baby. You ain't know nothing about it. Hey, Nisha, you ain't know nothing about it. You wasn't with me shooting in the
I'm
gym.
sorry, these kids got me feeling old.
She gonna tell me, 39-year-old, that she feel old. I'm about to mute you. No, I'm just playing.
No.
All right. So he says Irvin and Nikki did as well, and not true. Your kids made you the woman you are today. Info, she got you brainwashed. So now he's trying to rewrite her reality. He's trying to tell her how she became the woman she is today. Nigga, how you gonna tell me about me? How you gonna tell me about me? Hmm? And he can say that why somebody got on my TikTok live named Love Bug and my oldest baby, we be calling her Love Bug. Hey, you better be in there asleep. Don't make me come in there. She ain't got no damn TikTok. Sorry, I'm just playing, y'all. She did, but she ain't got no more. She's 17, by the way. So just fuck up, please. So anyway, she says, let me make this clear. Nobody has me anything. I'm my own person. He says he may not be all in there in the head. Speaking of Irvin, because Irvin is a little messed up mentally. Oh, since Irvin was brought up, Rolita gets the check for Irvin. Irvin was walking around Acres Home begging for money in the street, begging like he don't get a check at the Garden City store. If y'all from Acres Home, y'all know where the Garden City store is. Yep. Acres Home. He walking around Acres Home begging for money when his sister gets his check.
It was Rika that was over him.
Oh, Mia says that Rika was over him. See, I don't have all the facts, but I know that the family was over the check, right?
I was staying with them, Rika was over him.
So Mia used to live with them, y'all. So she said when she was living with them, Rika was over the check. Mm-hmm. And maybe Rika was over it because Rolita didn't want to get caught up in whatever, and if she was over it, but she could still do what she wanted to do with it. I don't know. I said maybe. I'm going to say allegedly because people texting me talking about they going to sue me. Okay, hold on. Let me get back serious. Hold up. So, he may not be all there in the head anymore, but don't ever forget about him. So now he's gaslighting again, and he's trying to change the subject, and he's trying to do what narcissists do. Sometimes you have a smart narcissist, and then you have an idiot one, like this one. What do we learn, class? You got smart ones, you got dumb ones. All right, back to today's lesson.
Very idiotic.
All right, so he says, we never lived with Lil G. Nigga, what?
Huh?
We never lived with Lil G. So where was you when y'all was living in 790 apartments? And the apartment was in Lil G's name, not Big G. It was actually in Lil G's name. Where was you living in? You weren't living there? Because that's the only possible way you couldn't live with Lil G. Or do you think you mean that the place wasn't in Lil G's name, like it wasn't her shit, so you didn't live with her? Nigga, in the apartment that Angel, Lucius, and Lil G was living in, that their mama was supposed to be there too, raising her children, that apartment was in Lil G's name and their mama wasn't there. Lil G was taking care of them there. She would come home sometimes and she would go off and whoop ass and talk crazy, but it wasn't no love there.
Nope.
It wasn't no love there, right? I can speak on that because I was there for a time too. Me and my brothers was there too. Me and my brothers was there for a whole summer.
Yep.
Granny might have been there when we first dropped down, when we got off a motherfucking Greyhound bus. She might have been there, but she was off gallivanting in the streets with Carol, which was her girlfriend.
Yep.
And Carol wasn't shit either.
Nope.
Carol was abusive too.
Yep.
Y'all gonna stop playing with us. What is this key? Hold on, y'all. I don't even know what that is. Where is that sound coming from? I don't know. We just gonna keep on rolling. All right. She just used to whoop our ass. Well, I'm sorry. Maybe you needed ass whooping. I don't know, but I don't ever really recall Lil G whooping him though. Honestly, I don't. But I can't negate his experience of what he went through if he actually went through it, because I ain't never seen it. I can testify on that part, right? I'm a diabetic, y'all, so I need a little candy. All right. So let me go back. Okay. So then Angel says, and I never forgot about him. I'm speaking facts. Lil G was always there. Mom wasn't. So who brainwashed? Because I don't know what reality this nigga live in, but it's not the actual reality. It's not the real world.
No.
His mama wasn't there. My mama wasn't there. My brothers was with me. And eventually when me and Crystal became close, my brothers was with me and Crystal, or if I was at work, they was with Crystal. I can't talk with this in my mouth. It sure tastes good though. He said she was a single parent, talking about his mama. I'm a single parent. Guess who my kids be with? They motherfucking mama. Guess who my kids get their love from? They mama and our village.
That part.
But it's always an excuse for other people, right? Cool. Angel says, and yes, my kids made me a better parent. Caught that to y'all. Then she says, boy, get the fuck. I'm sure that's in reference to she was a single parent. Because what the fuck are you even saying? What the fuck? He said, she had us late. She didn't even know she was pregnant with neither of us last two. Don't hold that against her. She did what she could to pay bills and put food in the apartment.
No, she didn't.
I feel like this nigga man had a lobotomy or something. Because if you are getting food stamps for your children, right? There should be food in the house. Your daughter should not be figuring out how her and her siblings are going to eat if you get food stamps for them kids. But he's saying she made sure the bills is paid and put food in the apartment. Lil G was paying the fucking bills. Lil G was mad. I'm sorry, I'm getting angry. I'm getting a little. I'm getting a little. I'm getting a little perturbed. It's pissing me off. Angel says, so her choosing to leave us for months and days makes her a single parent when she put money over us. You the one brainwashed. She didn't put shit nowhere. Oh, I try to calm. I see you. I try to calm down, but I can't. I try to walk away and I stumble. Listen, so Angel said she put money before us. Yes, they like I told y'all, they have ways of making money. I'm gonna put a legend on this, even though I was in the car when said pharmaceuticals used to be picked up because they used to go to the doctor and get scripts. If y'all know back in the day, people still do it today. They just had to get a little more creative with it. But back in the day, you used to go to the doctor, get you a script, get you some pharmaceuticals, and you sold them. Right? I've been in the car, allegedly, because I may be using my imagination. I've been in the car when these transactions were taking place. I've been sitting in the car when people go into the doctor and come back out. But I was a kid. I was a kid though. I was a kid. But listen, hey, they put money before us, and the money did not help us. The money was for them. It wasn't for us. It was for them and their habits, their gambling. I know for a fact that my mother back then was definitely addicted to pills. Currently, I don't know what she does because I'm not in her life and she's not in mine. Even though I saw her in my TikTok, she was in my views. You know how you can tell if somebody look at your profile?
Yep.
I said, this lady, she done made another TikTok so she can come over here and look on my page.
Doing them some years ago.
You can look at me anytime you want to if you go look in the mirror, because people tell me I look just like you, baby.
Goddamn.
They tell me that all the time, like I don't know, like I don't wake up and see your ass. You just couldn't give me my own face, could you? Just couldn't do it. Just couldn't work a little harder. I don't know. Oh wait, work a little less. A little less. Ooh, that's nasty. Never mind. Hold on. What was we talking about, y'all? Oh, yeah, okay. So then he said, Lil G don't know anything about parenting. She has no kids. You were her child, nigga. Angel was her child, nigga. Her mama was also her child. Her mama became her child again once she got sick. Have y'all ever seen the pictures where, of course, you start out as a baby, right? You get grown, and then as you get older, you go back into a baby. That's what my grandmother had became. She was just like a kid, and she used to call Lil G mama when Lil G would go up there and take care of her and comb her hair and bathe her. Lil G would be telling her, "You gotta cooperate, baby. You gotta do this," and she was like, "Okay, mama." Even though she probably was being a little smug sometimes, because Miss G's a smart ass, and if you know, you know, she's a smart ass, and she likes to talk her shit. But at a certain point, she was really like a baby. For real, for real. She was like a baby. And Lil G was her mama again. Imagine taking care of the person that talks to you like a motherfucking dog, but you still going to wipe their ass and bathe them because you love them, regardless of what's coming out of their mouth, regardless of the hate that's being spewed. I didn't even went and sat at the hospital with my mama, and we wasn't even talking because she was scared and she didn't want to be by herself when she was having heart problems. They say the test of your heart and who you are is how you treat people when they can't do anything for you, right? Mama couldn't do nothing for me, but I was still there because she needed somebody, and that's my mama, right? And I still love you, even though you treat me like you don't love me. And I recognize that these people really don't know what love is, so how can they give it to me, right? But at a certain point, you can learn. I learned, right? We learned. We okay. Yeah, but this boy said, Lil G don't know anything about parenting. She has no kids. You was her kid, little nigga. Angel was her kid, little nigga. My brothers was her kids too. We helping each other. But okay, she ain't got no kids. She ain't got nothing now because she ain't taking care of y'all mama no more. All right. So then Angel said it was Lil G. You so fucking brainwashed on everything you is. Just because I'm telling the truth doesn't mean I'm holding anything against her. I need like a motherfucking high chair, a booster booster seat or some shit, because I'm so short. If I go get one of my chairs, y'all ain't gonna be able to see me. Like, my feet dangle when I sit on the toilet. Oh, I probably shouldn't have told y'all that, huh? But I need to have a seat. My feet is tired. How many steps I got today? Oh, 10,287. My heart rate is 125 at the moment. Hot damn. It is low. It's hot. I'm hot.
I'm cold.
Hold on. Rub it in, why don't you? I said I'm hot. You say you cold. I could use a little cold.
I'm over here hot. It's from that ice. It's my eye.
All right, this will go. This will do. It's a sports bra. Y'all done seen plenty titties before. This is a sports bra. Get over it. If you can't fucking take it, get out of the kitchen. Oh wait, I'm in the kitchen. All right. So just because I'm telling the truth doesn't mean I'm holding anything against her. Then Lucius says, not fully. Mom was already old when she delivered us. Never had a life of her own. Don't do that, Angel. You only have one mom. And Lil G is not it. So now he's advocating for his mom. He's on his soapbox. Don't you do that, Angel. Don't you do it. But what is she doing? What's she doing, y'all? I ain't seen nothing that she did. But tell the truth. That's all I seen. Don't you tell the truth, motherfucker. Don't do that. All right. All he's doing is trying to gaslight and turn her against Lil G, right? Okay, keep going. All right. Then Angel says, well, you know what? I'm sorry. Hold on. My brain's a little glitching a little bit. Angel says, well, you know what? I don't know, love, and I'm sorry for that. He says, yeah, she watched us when, huh?
I meant to say he don't know love.
Oh, so Angel meant to say, you don't know love, and I'm sorry for that to Lucius. Then Lucius says, yeah, she watched us when mom gambled. I told y'all she had a gambling problem. I told you. Bingo, the game room. Hey, now that's her shit right there. I used to go to bingo with her. So, but I won't. I try to stay away from gambling because I know that my relatives is addicted. So addictive behavior, hey, that shit'll get you real quick when your people did it. So I'm not trying to. Whew. Anyway, he said, yeah, mom watched us. I mean, yes, she watched us when mom gambled, and she used to take us with her until we didn't want to go anymore. That was her way of bonding with us. Gotta go. I'm at jailhouse. So this boy said that Lil G used to watch him and Angel while their mom gambled and used to take them with us to bond with them. Nigga, do you really think she was trying to bond with you or she was trying to watch your little ass? I don't understand how people rewrite history and what the fuck? Like Angel wasn't there too. They was together shooting in the gym. They was together. I don't understand. Okay. I don't know what he was at jailhouse, whatever. Angel says, I mean, you don't know love. She corrected herself from the earlier statement. Then she said, boy, I always wanted to go with Lil G. What happened to you? Shaking my fucking head. She said, no, you did not. You were trying to spend the night with Jaquel and Michaela.
Yeah.
And then she says, boy, yes, sometimes. Oh my gosh. This boy is exhausting.
He won't stop texting.
And then, hold on, it's scrolling some more, y'all. And then of course, a child is going to want to go spend time with their friends sometimes, right? So he threw that out there as if that was going to negate everything that she was saying. It doesn't. It didn't. It ain't. He says, how you going to say I don't know love? My BM is in jail and I go see her twice a week and take her baby with me. Her baby. His baby mama's baby. It's not his baby. It's her baby. Nothing's wrong with stepping up, right? But this the same baby mama. How she your maybe she pregnant for him now. I don't know.
Because
But
we
this
don't
the
know. We
same
don't know
lady.
what's the truth. We don't know. We just know
Right.
she 18. We
I don't
just know
know.
she in jail for theft.
Yeah, I did.
And the baby
And
got taken
I
by
saw an article
CPS.
about her when she went to jail. I saw that. Look, yeah. But anyway,
Um,
so he's saying he knows love because he go see his baby mama in jail. But it's the baby mama that was whooping his ass and he was calling his sisters over there to come to his rescue. So, but let me say this, and I hate to say it, I want to throw up a little bit because I'm about to defend him just a little bit because he can't really know what love is if he ain't never really had it, right? For a long time. I ain't know what it was, like romantic love especially, because what I saw was not love for real. It was my mama getting hit on, getting guns pulled on her. It was her being mistreated and crying all the time and playing all that Anita Baker and shit. Reason why I know the songs to this day. That's what I thought love was. If you wasn't yelling and cussing and hitting on me and making me cry and shit, that wasn't love. Some easy shit. This ain't love. What the fuck is this? You you don't love me for real. If you love me for real, you'll be yelling at me and getting on my ass because this is what I saw.
no.
And why it's so easy? It's supposed to feel like this? Wait a minute. I gotta sabotage this shit. I don't deserve this. This ain't what it is. That's my experience. That's what I've done, right? When I had something good. But the majority of relationships I had was trash. Because that's all I thought I could get and that's all I thought I deserved, right? That's what I saw. But I didn't want to be like my mom. I wanted to be so different. But I was the same in that love department, baby. Serial monogamous, not giving up on nobody, letting them treat me like shit. Cause that's what I saw. So I internalized it, right? So he don't know what love is. So he think what he got with this girl is love for real. She whooping your ass. She love you, huh? Yeah. She love you real good. Then Angel says, but I always wanted to be with my sister. He says, well, at least y'all have a bond strong. I don't trust her no more for throwing me out of mom's apartment. We back to this motherfucking apartment again. Nigga. And wouldn't let me get my stuff I paid hard earned money for. Homie, you ain't got no damn job. Face ass. He said, Mom did not want me to leave her or her apartment. She was talking for her. That was not cool. Lil G was trying to protect their mother's apartment so she had a home to come home to if she could get home. And Lil G told him to get his stuff. If you ain't get your stuff, that's on you, baby. She not the one who changed the locks. But you broke a window and got back. Allegedly. Oops. Allegedly, you broke a window and got back in that motherfucker. Allegedly.
Yeah.
Allegedly. Angel then says, you didn't go see mom and you didn't pay rent. You can't stay nowhere for free. This is what I don't get about people. Why do people think that they can live up in somebody's house and don't contribute? That's not okay nowhere. Show me a motherfucking place I can go stay rent free. A jail? But you gotta pray with your freedom, so it ain't free.
Say barely the jail.
He said he was at the jailhouse. Maybe that's, oh, wait. He about to go visit the baby mama. Hot damn. Figured it out. Got it. Yeah. So then he says, hold on. So then he says, I just lost my job And what are you talking about? I was living with her. I see why mama said she didn't want to talk to you. Shit like this make you want to chin check a nigga, you hear me?
Man,
Cause who you
yes.
talking to? Who you talking to? And he didn't just lose his job. That's a fucking lie. Anyway, he said that don't even make sense. You wait, hold on. It be hurting my head to read these people's text messages, y'all. So y'all gotta give me props for reading this shit and making sense of it so y'all can understand it. And by props, I mean thanks for watching. He said that don't even make sense. You even went up there with me, but I'm seeing her now all sudden. Then he said, Lil G got you by the nuts. No, I think Rolita and Jackie got you by the nuts, baby. Mm-hmm. You're doing their bidding. You're their puppet. You're their puppet, honey. He says, oh, wait, allegedly, I don't know. He said, how do you think I know about her infection? Because you was at Rolita house. Duh. You said it. You said Rolita and Junior was gonna unalive your mother. You said she was at Rolita house. That's how you know. That is how. He said, and for your info, Lil G was trying to rent out mom's apartment. That's why she put me out. So now that we've opened another door that I have information into, let's get into it. So my sister Sunshine was needing a place to stay, right? And so Jackie, my mom, was trying to get Lil G to allow Sunshine to live in the apartment. But at the same time, they was trying to get my grandma out the nursing home or the hospital. I'm unclear on which one because times and dates be a little fuzzy sometimes because a lot of shit be going on. Clearly, y'all can tell a lot of shit be going on. So they was trying to get her out, and what they wanted was for Sunshine to take care of our grandmother in the apartment, right? But Sunshine was pregnant at the time, and she would have her baby soon. And I grew up around our grandmother. Sunshine did not. And this is a conversation I had with Sunshine more than once. We just had it again today, I believe. Or was I talking to Lil G? I don't know. I've been talking a lot. My therapist gave me a new diagnosis. She said I'm manic. So I'm certified, bitches. So they wanted Sunshine to take care of our grandmother, but I grew up with our grandmother, so I have a bond with her. I know her, right? Sunshine don't have none of that with her. So how did they think that it was going to be a good idea to have Sunshine in the apartment with a newborn baby and a woman that cannot move around that's going to need a whole lot of care with a person that don't know her like that, that ain't got no bond with her, none of that. Like how the fuck you think that's gonna work out? Not good, I'd say. So that's why they were trying to get Lucius out, get Lil G out of the picture with the apartment so that they could get Sunshine to move in, because Lil G was like, I don't know. And so they were still trying to go around Lil G and do what they wanted to do, right? That didn't work out. The apartment just was trashed. And then I know they expected a pregnant Sunshine to go over there and clean the apartment out because they didn't clean it. They took the pictures. So Lil G said she asked her mom about it. Her mom said she had to think about it. This is when she was still able to communicate, guys. Okay. But I know they expected a pregnant Sunshine, a very pregnant Sunshine, to go and clean the apartment so she could stay there because they didn't clean it. They just took pictures and went to show my grandmother at the nursing home. They weren't cleaning that shit. They weren't emptying no piss buckets. Nope. They weren't bathing her. They weren't doing none of that. But I'll come pick up your food stamp card and go buy some shit. I'll come pick up your money and go do some shit, but you gotta pay me and
that part.
But they wouldn't really they wasn't helping this. They wasn't doing that. Allegedly. No, but for real, they wasn't. I'm literally not playing. I don't give a fuck. No more. I don't give a fuck.
They wasn't.
Hear me when I say I don't give a fuck. I was having some thoughts that I ain't gonna tell y'all about. All right. So hold on. Then he said, can't listen to just one side if you don't know. But he wants her to take everything that he's saying as fact when she knows better. Right? But you can't listen to one side if you don't know. But he said all in this whole conversation, he's saying he don't know, but then he's saying this and he's saying that. You got to pick a struggle, baby.
That part.
Which one is it? Okay, let me. Oh, I see that nigga name coming up. Mm, mm, mm.
It hit a nerve every time.
He says Junior wasn't seeing her or helping or emptying her pot. You saw her when you would take her money and go to the store and then be like, some niggas robbed you. So that's why she ain't got no change. You saw her when you didn't empty her pot either.
Yep.
One of the times she went to the hospital, the pot got knocked over. They never cleaned the motherfucking carpet up. Guess who fucking cleaned it? She did. Back to this. Junior wasn't seeing her or helping or emptying her pot. She didn't even have to ask me to. She would thank me, and I would say, you don't have to thank me for that.
Sound delusional as hell. No damn well.
That's stuff that she used to tell me, and I used to tell her she didn't have to thank me.
So he's
She took
taking
my
what
words.
other people did and what she told other people and rewriting it as his story.
Because he's weird like that.
This was other thing. Hold on. I'm glitching out. Hold up.
Yeah.
Oh, hold up.
I think he stopped texting me once we got home. But he kept texting.
What the fuck?
He never stopped texting me.
Okay, so then he says, you just believe what you are being told, but you want her to believe what you telling her. That's cool though, right? That's that's what's supposed to happen. Okay. So then Angel says, look, I don't care about what you're talking about because it seems like you trying to manipulate me. You ain't gonna manipulate me in my brown voice. And I believe what I see. He says negative. Negative what for you text me because you found out mom in the hospital. I just told you what was going on with her.
What they got to do with it?
Okay. Then he said, mom is talking now. Ask her.
This is where it get juicy. It get real juicy on this one.
He said she talking, y'all. When I screen record this call from the hospital and play it for y'all, y'all tell me who lying and who not. Okay. Anyways, so hold on, where we at? Where we at? He said, what will I get out of manipulating you? You'll get another person on y'all's side if she actually believed the stupid ass shit that you were saying. That's what you get. Another person to back what y'all are doing. That's what you would get. Then he said, there is nothing bad on my mind. The lies are just so fucking numerous. Like, I don't even. Does it ever fucking end? Why am I so thirsty? That's not good for a diabetic, but I don't feel like my sugar low. Hold on, y'all. Be right back.
My eyes are weird.
I see you. My allergies are flaring
All right. Just like these bitches, don't you got some baking to do? Bitch, I can multitask. I mean, I can't multitask and bake while I'm doing this, but I can check my blood sugar while I do it.
right?
So anyway, and sometimes y'all gotta ignore my little side talks because I just do that. All right. So he said, "There's nothing bad on my mind." Whew. Then Angel says, how I'm going to ask her anything when Rolita is not going to let nobody see her or talk to her. And in reference to that, when my grandmother just got back to the hospital, my name was on the list, Angel's name was on the list, and Lil G's name was on the list. Guess what happened? This is what we found out today. Our names have been taken off only our names.
Yep.
We're taken off of the list. Angel, Ruthie, Lil G. Our names were taken off the list, right?
Yep.
Now, why on earth would you do that? I wonder. But God fixed that, right?
Yep.
God and Lil G. God fixed that. All right. So, oh, my hand is shaking. All right. So,
The hell?
it's 1:58. It's in range. It's cool. Maybe it's just emotional. I don't fucking. Anyway, so Angel said, "How am I going to ask her anything when Rolita is not going to let nobody see her or talk to her?" He said, "Through me."
I have to take my glasses off.
How the fuck that's gonna work? I'm gonna
My,
tell you some shit and you gonna say some other shit, and then she not gonna talk, but you gonna say she said this. No, thank you.
yep.
All right, we got some more coming here. It's almost over. Um, then he says, and Lil G wanted me to pay her. Everything always goes back to Lil G. And Lil G wanted me to pay her more than what mom's rent was altogether. But you wanted to pay $0 and 0 fucking cents. You would pay more than what the rent was if you got a high ass light bill, right? Because you need to cover that too, right?
Yep.
But what he's saying is not even true. But I'm just trying to get him to actually think, even though I'm not talking to him, but I know he's gonna see this later. So use your motherfucking brain, what little bit you got left. Then he says, "Believe what you want. I don't have any reason to lie." Yeah, plenty. Yeah, plenty reasons.
Yep.
Then Amy said, "I don't got nothing to do with it." Then he said, "And she probably pawned my shit and sold my bed. I was only out of work for a month then."
He's.
Okay, guys. So that's the end of the screen recording. I just had to get on here and tell y'all the shit that Lucius was saying since he was on that bullshit. And so, Angel, do you have some stuff that you want to say?
Uh, to be honest, I don't even know what to say about that boy.
No, I mean not about
Uh,
him, just in general. Your experience, what you've gone through, whatever. It don't have to be about him.
well, I went through hell
Okay,
with,
y'all can't see Angel, but she over here at the bottom of my live. I don't know why it's not showing her. Don't ask me, okay? I don't know.
it's not showing me for real.
Look at the screen. Oh wait, you can't see my TikTok. Oops.
I can see you.
But I'm on my TikTok, I'm showing look. So how about I flip the camera around and turn it this way? Then you can look at this phone. Oh, oops. Then you can look at this phone and see what I see. You see the black
Yeah.
right there? That's where you supposed to be at, and you ain't there, fam.
What
But that's weird because whenever mom was on her phone on the live, it was like froze and stuck. That's why we switched it to my phone.
The first time it was on her phone, it was just like this without her down there. I don't know why it's like that.
That's weird.
But you said you went through hell. Would you like to talk about any of the hell in particular?
Yes. Um.
For
So I like to go
anybody
from.
that's, I'm sorry, Angel, hold on. For anybody that's just joining the live, this is Angel, which is my grandmother's youngest daughter. Um, and then I'll let her tell y'all whatever else she wants y'all to know.
I like to start my stuff off from the beginning, but I'm not. I'm not gonna start from the beginning, but I'm gonna start how everything shattered. Um, my sister Rolita took both of my kids. I was well, first how she got them is because I was getting abused. I called my mom for my mom to get me, but my mom never got me. Instead, she sent Jackie to get me. Jackie said I couldn't come with her, so I ended up being with Rolita. Moral story is I ended up being with her. She ended up giving me all these lies, manipulating me, making me believe her and everything else. I went with some lady that she knew that was supposed to teach me how to drive. On top of all that, um, when I got back, my kids was gone. Well, they was already gone that morning, but she said they was with a babysitter, and I believed her, but I was kind of skeptical because I was breastfeeding my son Travion. But I don't know what I don't know. I wasn't thinking straight. I don't know what was I thinking. I don't know. But I left, went with this lady. The lady told me something wasn't right. She was telling me something about Rolita was up to no good. So she ended up bringing me back to her house. We said we waited for Rolita to pick me up. When Rolita picked me up, my kids still wasn't at Rolita's house. Where my kids were, I do not know. I don't know where my daughter Mia or my son Travion was. On top of that, I ended up calling my abuser that was abusing me and
And when she
telling
says her
him,
abuser, you're talking about who? You don't have to
James,
say the name. Who?
James,
So she's talking about her child's father.
right,
That's what she's talking about, y'all. Who she called to get help with originally? Him.
right.
Okay.
So I called him. In the mix of me calling him, I don't know how Rolita knew I called him. I don't know if it was one of my nieces that snitched on me. It had to probably be one of them that told her that I was calling him in the restroom. I was acting like I was taking a shower, and I got on the phone and called. Within an hour or so, he was there.
And how old were you at this time, Angel?
It was like 18,
Okay.
17, 18.
Okay.
So he came. When he got there, kids still wasn't nowhere to be found. Before we left to go look for them or anything like that, we ended up calling the police. They sent out a sheriff who told us that they couldn't break in no one's house to steal no one's kids. Didn't sound right to him, and it didn't sound right to me neither, but I didn't know no better. I was I was still young minded, so I didn't know no better for what he was telling me. So on top of that, we end up trying to like debate with the police officer or whatever, whatnot. We was yelling and screaming at him, and he was talking about arresting us. So we end up leaving.
Thanks for sharing the live. Sorry.
Oh, but we end up leaving and whatnot. So on top of us leaving, we went to Jackie's house. We knocked on the door, banged on the door, did everything. We did everything. All we heard was babies crying. We didn't know if it was Trevion. We didn't know if it was uh somebody else's baby because I know she said she had a lot of people already staying in her house. So I wasn't for sure. And after that, we didn't know what else to do. So we ended up leaving. On top of that, I had a CPS case opened up on me that I know for a fact they opened up on me. So the CPS people told me that it's nothing that I could do and that I don't need to be going to their house or nothing like that because I can get in trouble. So CPS didn't even try to help me to find my kids or anything like that. They just closed my case off rip, which was weird. So on top of that, um, I battled with depression and everything else because I was still with this person that was abusing me. And I felt like everything he told me, he basically manipulated me and made me feel like he cared about me and made me feel like, my family didn't care.
Pause 1 second, Angel. Don't forget about the makeup thing with the
Oh,
kids.
yeah. They also put makeup on Mia and on Travion to show CPS. And
Makeup to make it look like they were being abused, y'all.
yeah, to make them look like they were being abused. On top of that, Rolita, before Rolita even took Mia, this before Travion was even born, she was trying to make Mia call me Angel instead of Mom.
And that was for years.
Mia is
It's
Angel's oldest daughter,
crazy.
y'all. Again, for anybody that missed that or doesn't remember, Mia is Angel's oldest daughter.
So, yeah, it was a lot of going on. They even had on MySpace where they was trying to humiliate me with Travion picture and Mia's picture, asking who's their dad, and they had uh my kid's dad on one side and some other dude on the other side.
And didn't at one point they told Mia that her daddy was a white man or something?
Yes.
And told people that she was on drugs?
Yes. Yep, they did. Yes, they did. Um, what else? My my son died in Rolita's custody. I still don't believe that he died the way that they say he died. I still don't believe that to this day. I don't. I will never have closure, and I know I probably wouldn't. I'm hoping I do get closure on that because it still bothers me because I still don't understand, like, how did he die from cancer and my other kids don't have cancer? How did he die from anything like that when my other kids, ain't nothing wrong with none of my other kids? So I'm still flabbergasted with that part. On top of that, I wasn't allowed to see Mia or Travion. They was told, well, Mia was told that I neglected her, didn't want her, I left her. She was told all kinds of lies, which wasn't true. I couldn't get to her no matter what I did or tried to do. They kept me away from her. They kept me literally away from her. And my child support case is actually a unique case. I don't know how to explain it, but this is what the child support people told me. It's a unique case. Same thing with the courts. They don't understand how the hell she ended up there and Travion ended up there and how they ended up with this and this and in the system. I don't even know how to explain it. It's weird.
Uh, Lil G said, don't tell them nothing specific about your case.
Yeah, that's why I'm not. I'm just saying it's unique. Um, Not just that, but what was that? What else? What else? What am I leaving out? I'm sorry. I'm pregnant and I got pregnancy brain. Forgive me. What?
What happened at Trayvion's funeral?
At Travion's funeral, they act like they wanted to jump on little G and me and my kid's dad because they didn't want me to show up with him. Well, they didn't want me and him to show up. So they got upset at her for bringing us. And I ended up damn near fighting because I had just had my baby, my 14-year-old, and nobody knew I had a baby. I don't remember if anybody knew right then and there. I don't think they knew. They didn't know nothing about me having a baby. But on top of that, I was dealing with being depressed, and I had an eating disorder.
And I wasn't at the funeral, you guys, because I said this last night on the live. I was in jail in Bryan. I might have been already transferred somewhere else, but I was in jail because I had a fine or warrant for a fine. And I believe that God was protecting me by not having me at the funeral, because if they would have been, they, Legit said they was trying, what? Hold on.
Okay.
I believe God was protecting me by not having me at the funeral, because if I was there and they would have been trying to fight on them, I would have been fighting. It would have been hell to pay. So, even though, of course, I ain't want to be in jail, but sometimes things happen. Okay, let me see what was just sent to me real quick. Oh, sweet Jesus. I appreciate everybody that's still on the live, that's still here, that even comes back to the live.
Right.
Okay, she said you was hiding your baby from them. You didn't want them to know you had another baby.
No.
And I wouldn't have wanted them to know I had another baby either. They took two of my kids. Why would I want them to know that? Right? So that's what happened with that. Tell them about Mia.
Like how she got here. Not
Mm-hmm.
how she got here, but how she got with me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so how can I put it? How should I put this? Okay, so me and her talked for months. I want to say months, maybe
And when
even
she
a
say
year.
me and her, she means her and Mia, her
Yeah,
and her daughter. They
me
talk
and
for months.
Mia, me and her, we talked for months about how she can escape where she was at because she was getting abused and neglected. And on top of that, while she was at track, was it track meets?
No, I was a.
Oh no, she was a trainer.
Athletic trainer at Big Ike.
Yeah, she was a trainer at Big Ike, and I was always sending her food, and I didn't understand, like, okay, if you're caring for somebody else's kid and you don't want them to see them, why are you not feeding this child?
And I used to be scared to ask her, can she buy me food? So I used to go through Rika, Lexus, and Trey, and also Big Goose.
And
Come
she got
closer.
tired of doing it.
Come closer to the phone, Mia.
I used to go through. I used to be scared to ask her, can she buy me food? So I used to only go through Lexus, Rika, Trey, and Big Goose.
And when
And
she
when
say she's
you
talking about Rolita.
say it again.
Like what I was saying with the names.
No. When you say you scared to ask her, who is her?
Oh, I used to be scared to ask Rolita to buy me food. So
Okay.
I used to go to her kids.
Okay.
So I used to send her food through DoorDash. And I told her, don't ever be afraid to ask me for nothing, because, baby, let me tell you, I'm going to feed you. I'm going to feed you. No matter where you at, you can be on top of the moon. I'm going to send you some food. So on top of all that, I just told her, like, you need to come home. Like, it was just too intense for me to just sit back and basically like see that my daughter getting neglected and see that she's not able to go to the person that quote unquote took her from me and wasn't doing right by her. So yeah, she ran away. Mia ran away.
And then when she ran away,
She came straight
what
to me.
happened? All right. So that's how you got your kid back.
Yes. And I called the constables. The moment she came, I called the constables. Constables said she couldn't go back there. They looked up the house and everything. They said it was too much violence happening.
They said it was too many police reports. And then a little bit before I even ran away, it was a very, very recent police report from Trey and his girlfriend. Like 3 or 4 in the morning, they was having a little petty disagreement, and it caused to be like a little miniature fight between them to cause the police to be called at 3 in the morning. This was on a school night too.
So the constable said that Mia could not go back to Rolita's house because there was too much police activity and stuff going on over there, right?
Right.
They didn't tell you, hey, we got to take this kid back over here. They can't tell her, hey, you can't take this kid. Your kid can't be here. They didn't tell you nothing like that.
No. They just told me to put her in school and keep her safe.
Right.
And she's been with me ever since. And you want to know something else? I got called. I got threatened. I got told that I kidnapped her. I got told that they seen the car pick her up, and it was no evidence on it. Because if it was, the constables would have been on it. I called them before she can even call them. She didn't even report this child missing. She was still a minor then. She's 18 now, but at that time she was still a minor.
Of course,
and she was
you're not gonna report a child missing because you don't want no. You don't want to talk to no laws when you're doing bad shit, right?
right.
But she always did though. That's what's weird.
And she waited for what was it, 3 or 4 hours to call the police?
No, it was like 5 or 6.
Oh yeah, because constables were still in front of my house.
I didn't get a missing report until like basically the next day, like I think like 2 or 3 in the morning.
Yeah, because they were still in front of our house, like waiting. I guess they were trying to make sure nobody would come and try to take her out the house.
Or no one pulled up.
Right. It was like 5.
Something about they were shooting over there at the house, at Rolita's house.
Yeah, they were.
No, I'm saying, but I don't know the details, so y'all gotta say I don't know.
They
I just
the Rolita house.
Like a little bit before I left.
yeah. What happened with that?
Okay, so I'm not really half asleep because I really wasn't a sleeping person there. I couldn't really.
I need you to get a little bit closer because you sound super low.
I'm sorry. So I wasn't really a sleeping person. I got up at a certain time because my bus would come like around 5 something. I think like around 5:50. So I normally would get up at 4, but this morning I was gonna get up at 3, but around 2 I just heard I heard Trey girlfriend Riri. I heard her jump up, and I don't remember if I heard her slap him out his sleep, but I heard her do something to him, and he jumped up out his sleep. And I remember they was having an argument about him having his phone in his pillowcase or something. Then
That's some stuff.
Then that
That's
correlated
toxic.
to her pulling the gun out on him and him saying, "I'm gonna call the police on you." And I never heard Trey say anything like that. But then I don't hear him trying to wrestle it from him, because I hear him tell her, "Hey, that gun is loaded. You got it pointed the wrong way." So when he said the wrong way, I'm thinking automatically it's pointed towards my room, because our room was literally next door to each other. Because I'm in a room where my papa used to be in. So that's the very back room. And they're in a room that used to really be mine. And after that, I think Lexus also called the police too, because it's a lot of kids in the house. It's babies. It's not just kids. It's babies in the house too. I think their baby was only like some months, like 1 or 2 months, or probably not even months around that time. But he was really small. But they seen that case and that it was very recent. And they talked to me about it. That was scary.
Making the clips.
Because that was scary. Just being there. Especially being woken up out of that. I don't know.
It's a lot. I couldn't believe it.
And that wasn't the only time that I ever really witnessed anything that had something to do with gun violence over there.
Come on. Not y'all. I'm trying to figure out what's wrong with my phone stand, but I know what's wrong with it. Gabriella got a hold to it. So that ain't gonna help me. Just gotta hold it.
Also, I have a question. Because, like, I be doing a little stalking off my mom's account.
How was you stalking? Girl, we'll talk about that later.
That's neither here nor there at this point. What's the question?
Is Jackie blocked on your account?
Yeah.
Yeah, I had just figured, because it was weird. It was weird to me that Skeeta came out of nowhere. Because I was like, Skeeta called you? Because, like, well, we originally talked to London like some months ago, but we seen London on her own with.
That was last year.
Oh yeah, last year at the Kids Museum with her baby and her boyfriend. But we never really talked to Skeeta. And then I would just so happen to be scrolling on my mom's Instagram. I see Jackie pop up, so I just pressed on it. They were her and Skeeta were with each other 5 days ago. I thought she didn't like them.
Girl, they fake.
Hold on. So since you brought that up, so hold on. Let me find. See, I don't know how. I have the messages app on this tablet, right? So I can see my text, but I don't know how to search for a specific thread using the app on here, because what I'm trying to find is I'm trying to find the thread that I have with Skeeta, because in that thread you'll see a picture of me and Skeeta and a picture of me in London, because I saw them at the housing office, right? I didn't see them. They saw me first, and Skeeta came over to me and spoke to me. I still would have spoke had I seen her first. You know, I would have waved from across the room, because she be acting funny. And so when people act funny, I'm not going to go out of my way to, talk to you or whatever. So she came and spoke to me, and then we took a picture together, and then I called my mama, because my mama loved him so much, right? My mama was crying, and she said she missed him and all this stuff, and Skeeta gave me her number. I text Skeeta so she would have my number, and then I was like, see, I don't like to just say stuff off the top of my head. I like to look at my receipts. Damn, I wish I could figure this out. I don't know how to do it from how to search for a specific thread from here, because it's not showing the little icon that's searching, and you can type in the name or whatever word you're looking for. I don't know how to do it on here. Anyway, so I was basically saying, hey, cousin, can you see? I didn't get to see London's baby while we were at the housing office, and I left before they did. or I think. And so I text her and I was like, can you send me a picture or a video of London's baby? Is it a boy or a girl? And she was like, she didn't reply to me that day. And I said something again. I think I was like, hey, cousin or something. And she was like, hey, hun bun. I was busy working and tired. And she was like, I have to bring her by so you can see them or something like that. And I was like, that'll be great or whatever. And then I said something to her one more time. She ignored me, didn't say nothing else. So then months later, I text her and sent her the picture of me and her. Uh, and I think also the picture of me in London, or I sent that one later. But either way, she never responded again after she said she would bring them to see me. She never responded again. I never sent anything else after I sent the pictures because I thought maybe if I send the pictures, it'll tug at her heartstrings and she'll actually say something, but she didn't. But that's how she do. She act like she want to fuck with you and then she don't fuck with you. And so since she didn't say nothing after I sent the pictures, I never said anything to her again. But I did not block her number, right? But the number that Skeeter called me from yesterday, it wasn't that number because her name would have popped up. So, and I wouldn't have got confused about who it was, but it was definitely Skeeter. But yeah, that was back in 2020, the beginning of 2023 when I saw them in the housing office. I believe it was January. And of course, I'll later screenshot and show my receipts because I ain't lying about shit.
Yeah.
So yeah. But that's what I'm saying. Like I called my mama because I know my mama be loving on them so much, and she was crying because she missed them, and you crying because you miss these people and they don't really fuck with you. That's why you ain't heard from them.
Yeah.
But now you back. Now you back in that motherfucking face again. Oh, cause income tax time. Duh, Ruthie. Damn.
I didn't think about that.
Because Jackie be doing people with income taxes and they be needing you to do their taxes so they can pay you some crumbs. But you want to charge your daughter like $500 to do her taxes when you owe her money and you've been on her money all her motherfucking life. This woman tried to hold my TurboTax account hostage one year because I didn't want to pay her to do my taxes. She tried to hold my TurboTax account hostage, and so I contacted TurboTax. They had me send a picture of myself, my ID. The picture of me, I had to have some words or something on there, and they switched over the account to my information. They gave me free software that year, and I started filing my own taxes from then on out. She tried to hold my account hostage because I didn't want to pay her. I want to pay her an arm and a leg at that. When you owed me money. That's crazy.
Girl.
But yeah. So that's why Skeeter not fucking with you again, baby, because I know you probably gonna watch this, so you know what I'm saying? Let me put you up on game. But I think you already know this. They fucking with you because they need you to do their taxes. After they get their money, they gonna run off on the plug twice. The plug is you. But I mean, that's what you like, right? Maybe I should have treated you like them, and maybe you would have treated me a little better.
Sure.
I don't know. But do y'all have anything else that y'all want to touch on tonight?
I just want to say one more thing. It wasn't just abuse and neglect from Rolita. It was also with Jackie as well.
You said it wasn't. Come closer.
I'm sorry. I said that it wasn't just abuse and neglect with Rolita. It was also with Jackie as well.
You want to elaborate?
Like, I don't know how to put it. Like,
What'd she do to you?
Like she was the same way with Rolita with me not talking to my mom. Like they've been very specific with that. She would pretend she wanted me to talk to my mom, and when my mom comes around, it's why would you call her over here, or why would you like when around Aunt Bernadette's I think funeral
party original party. Oh,
Oh,
yeah, the
the
party.
party. The party.
Yeah,
Okay.
she literally got angry with, like, very, very angry with me, like, out of nowhere, and she, like, was just slamming stuff. And I thought she was gonna hit me, and she was like, why would you send her the location? I didn't tell you to send her the location. And she literally told me to send her the location before we left out of whatever place we had left out of. Okay. And then I remember this one time that this is when it got really bad. It was around COVID time, like, cause that's when I couldn't stay with Rolita because she was like, well, I'm always at work and I don't want you to go to school because of COVID. And so I got my computer and stuff, and I'm with Jackie and stuff for school, and it was really kind of hard to do school at her house, only because that I think around that time she was with G. She was with G around that time, and they were all like, they were literally always arguing nonstop. So I couldn't really get sleep for school for me to wake up. She would want me to wake up like around 5 or 6 in the morning just to be on Zoom. They didn't get on Zoom till like around 7 something in the morning. So I would just be sitting there looking at the computer. Also got accused of doing some things on internet. I've never been the person to do anything on the internet. I did used to talk to people I did not know or anything like that, but that's the only thing. Now, the stuff with my cousins wasn't even true. I had a cousin that lied. Well, no, Lexus lied on me and caused me to get pushed. Literally, like, my whole head was slammed into a wall. And this was in front of...
Who slammed your head into the wall?
Jackie had slammed my head into a wall because she thought I was lying to her about the whole situation. She also thought I was lying about her. I had a best friend at the time. I had this best friend at the time, and it was a female, and I kept telling her, like, hey, you remember Jada? You remember Jada? And she was like, no, I don't remember no Jada. This is not her account. And I told her Jada made a lot of accounts at the time because she used to get in trouble. So it caused her to get her phone took. So she'll have like all these different devices and stuff around the house to use just to be on TikTok. And like she'll have like different accounts. So you would think they're boy accounts, but it was her accounts. And it was also my friend owned the accounts. So it wasn't like I was lying about me talking to a female on TikTok. And that's the only person I used to talk to on TikTok besides my cousins. And whenever I kept trying to tell her that, and I wasn't getting loud with her or anything, I literally was crying my eyes out as I was telling her that. And then she forcefully pushed my head into the wall. And this was when we was in Dallas. I think we went to Dallas. I can't remember why we went to Dallas. I remember it was for something with Kermit. But yeah, the abuse and neglect part wasn't just with Rolita.
Okay. Hey y'all, guess what? I figured out how to show this damn text thread. I couldn't search for her name, but I went like I was gonna send her a text message, and it pulled up the text thread. So I'm gonna show y'all that Ruthie don't be fucking lying. I know y'all know that. Girl, if you listen, you'll hear. This is Skeeta's text thread, not yours. Calm down. Everybody calm down.
Messages.
Okay, so let me pick y'all up over here. Oh, hold on, y'all. I gotta open the camera thing. Okay, y'all can see that. That's Skeeta. Y'all see it says January 20th. Hold on, I gotta figure out how to do both phones. Shit. Okay. It says January 20th, 2023, 11:06 a.m. I send Ruthie. That way she could save my number. January 21st at 3:19 p.m.
I gotta go get my blood.
I say, hey, cousin, can you send me a pic or I meant of, obviously, but whatever, a pic of London's baby. What's his or her name? How old? How are y'all
I gotta
today?
go get
She
my.
didn't respond. So next day, I say, oh, my back. Jesus. Ooh, it's a lot of weight carrying all this booty I got. For those of y'all who don't know, I ain't got no booty, but whatever. Anyway, so January 22nd, 2023. Y'all see that date? See the date? I say, hey, cousin. Then she finally says, responds back to me. She says, hey, hun bun. Hold on, first of all. Wait. She responded 1 minute later. She said, hey, hun bun. I was at work and was tired. Then she says, I'm going to have to bring her and let y'all see her. So I guess the baby's a girl. London's baby's a girl.
Yeah.
Okay, so I didn't even know that. So I said, yay, I would love that. Yay, I would love that. And then never heard from her again. This is Saturday, October 7th, 2023. Here's the picture that we took that same day in January at the housing office. Me, that's Skeeta. I put the date to remind her. Hey, bitch, it's been a long time. That's me and Skeeta. I gotta show on both phones if y'all think I'm repeating myself because I'm crazy. I mean, I'm crazy, but just saying. Then I also sent the picture of me in London there, and she never responded. So I just wanted to show y'all that I wasn't lying.
I think that's why I haven't heard from London too.
Why?
I don't know, like the same time frame that it shows with her mom is with you. That's how it was with me in London. But when she first got my number, we would like text like literally every day, and then out of nowhere, well, after my mom talked to Skeeter on Facebook, it had got weird.
I bet it'd be real weird with these motherfuckers.
Tell her she was trying to come to the baby shower, but I never
Yeah,
saw her the address.
yeah. Skeeter was trying to come to the baby shower, but my mom was like, "Nah, she didn't invite her because she didn't want."
I think that was probably a good idea. Let's see.
We really didn't want.
Let's see what else can I show y'all real quick. I hate that I have to unblock people on this thing to show y'all what they said. On my phone, I don't have to unblock them. I could just go to the block messages and still open the thread, right? But I can't do that on here. I have to unblock them. And then I have to type in their name. Like I'm gonna text them so I can show y'all this shit.
And stuff in the room.
I'm gonna leave it in here. I just need to put it in the bag. No, Mia was asking.
Or just probably leave it connected because you won't be in a rush in the morning. Or just probably leave it
Oh,
connected.
well, I don't need to show y'all this shit. I already talked about this on live, but I just couldn't show y'all. Yeah, I don't need to talk about this again. I just couldn't show y'all, but I think I read the text messages with Demetrius on live last night, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Just making sure. All right, so I'm gonna reblock this motherfucker.
I don't know. I just be scrolling on people's pages. That's why I really don't like Facebook. When you follow someone, all the people that they used to follow and stuff just pop up.
Yeah, that's the algorithm shit. It be connecting dots and shit. Ain't nobody asked Facebook to connect no dots. but it does it anyway.
Like literally everyone my mom doesn't even follow pops up on mine.
No.
Mm, let's see. Oh, I forgot to tell y'all. So maybe y'all, I don't know, some people might have heard it or whatever or saw it. But so Rolita had called me one last time last night, and and she was very upset, and she was talking about Josiah, which is the baby that I carried for Crystal, right? So, and for people who don't know, Crystal is my sister, not my blood sister, but she's my sister for all rights and purposes. And if you try to tell me she not, we can square up, bitch. So anyway, Rolita called me last night, and she was going off on a tangent about Josiah. So I'm gonna let y'all hear that call, and then I'm gonna go into some other stuff that happened today. This call was last night. So let me make sure. Yeah, this is the screen recording right here. I'm not gonna show it to y'all because it's other people's information that you can see because I wasn't able to block it out like I did for other shit. So all right, so y'all hear me talking? She was watching my video.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Josiah was born by C-section, guys.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Y'all mute y'all's microphone. She said Josiah or whatever the fuck his name is. Then later she gonna be claiming him as her nephew. Yeah. Somebody's gay. I don't know. I'm a little gay sometimes. She said this hoe is actually laughing. Now, who she was talking to in her vicinity, I don't know, but obviously they be ganging up watching the videos together, cooking up shit. I don't know. Did y'all hear that? She said my man was gay, fucking her nephew. I'm totally confused. Double down. I had sex with Crystal to get Josiah. Now I'm a bad mama jamma, but I don't think I can have sex with a woman and get pregnant with a baby. This is me calling Crystal on three-way. Hold on 1 second. She was calling me a deadbeat mama when I clicked back over. She sure be worried about my coochie a lot. She sure be worried about it a lot, huh?
And your phone ass can make that motherfucking burger, man. And you gonna kill like, yeah, okay? This lady said she was all kind of mixed up. When I answered the phone, I heard myself in the back.
Y'all can unmute yourself now.
That's just crazy.
And so, Crystal, of course, heard the call, and she told Josiah what was said about him. And mind y'all, even if what she said was true, right? Even if what she said was true, even if Josiah was my son, right? So the fuck what? Right? Because since Josiah was born, since I got my very first C-section, because his heart rate was low, I've been in his life. I've known exactly where he is. I've been in his life. I've loved on him. I've been around him. So even if what she said had any piece of truth to it, so the fuck what? Right?
Right.
So now so Crystal heard that. She told Josiah, and Josiah was like, what they looking for me for? Josiah's 14, guys. He just turned 14 recently. And so then Crystal allowed Josiah to make a video and take a picture. And she was like, I'm finna send this to you, and you can send it to her if you want to or not or whatever. And I was like, I'm gonna send it to her. And I didn't send it to her last night because I didn't want that bitch on my phone all night, right? I be trying to get a little bit of sleep even though it don't really work all the time. So I didn't send it to her last night. I sent it to her this morning. So, because mind you, I can be petty, right? I can do that. I just choose not to most of the time. Oh, damn. Hold on. Well, the picture Josiah is holding up, he's holding up two middle fingers.
I cannot hear.
There's a picture.
Amen.
And then let me show y'all too. Hold on. There's a picture. It's a little blurry, right? And then I'm going to let y'all, Then I'm going to let y'all hear the video. It made me download it to the device. And I don't know how to work this motherfucker because I'll be using it. Okay, found it. Who's fucking crap? Hold on. Because I got to put it close so y'all can hear. Hold up. I heard you bitches looking for me. Bitch, here I go. And then he threw up the middle fingers at the end. I heard you bitches was looking for me. Here I go. Bitch, here I go. Baby, I know he couldn't wait to cook. Kids can't wait to cuss. They be ready. You tell them you can say 2 cuss words and they say 76 of them.
Like he about 17 years old.
Yeah, his voice got deep on us real quick. We was like, hold on, who are you? But anyway, so yeah. So Josiah was like, I heard you bitches was looking for me. Here I go. So I sent that to her, right? And then I said, Josiah had a message for your ignorant, misinformed, vile, nasty, evil ass. And I sent the lips emoji, them big lips. So, and she said, it's okay, that's your son. And I said, even if he were, and then in all caps, so the fuck what? She said, maybe you can get, and maybe y'all can help me decipher what the fuck she meant right here, because I still don't know. She said, maybe you can get ready to go to pool because, yeah, you fuck with the wrong person. Yeah, it's going to be in court and getting sued. She want me to go to the pool? She want me to see me in a swimsuit?
I guess so, girl. Two-piece.
I've been losing some weight. I had lost 22 pounds, y'all. So I got a swimsuit in there. I look real fine in. But why you want to see me in
Back to
it?
the burger. Can we go back
Why
to the
you?
burger, though? Hold on. It sounded like she said something about you was going to make that motherfucking burger. What burger was she talking about?
She was talking to more than one person. That's why it sounded like she
Oh
was just
yeah. She was talking to people in
jabbering.
the background too.
Oh, she talking about how to
And
go make a motherfucking burger?
I don't know.
Probably so.
Then
She's probably talking to Lexus.
Girl,
okay, y'all gotta let me finish,
I'm
guys.
sorry.
So she said, maybe you can get ready to go to pool because yeah, you fuck with the wrong person. Yeah, it's gonna be in court and getting sued. And then I said, your sister gave her child away, then lied about it. That's who you really should be trying to get together. Her sister is Jackie. Jackie's my mother. The baby she gave away is my sister, Sunshine.
Yeah.
And she lied and said that Velda stole her child and then sold her child. But the whole time she knew where my fucking sister was at. Let's get into that. My mama knew where my sister was at. The whole time she knew. Mm-hmm. She did also tell a story where she said that the judge would only give my sister back to her if she married our father, which our father was locked up at the time. So what fucking judge is gonna tell you that you can't get your baby back if you don't marry this nigga that's in jail? I don't know.
Um,
My grandma had told me, this is not secondhand information that my grandma told somebody, and then they told me. My grandma told me that she went to court one time. And when she walked into the courtroom, she saw my sister. She saw the baby, and she said, "You know how you just feel like you related to somebody?" She was like, "I just felt it when I saw her. I just felt it. I knew this child was related to me." And she was like, basically, she told the judge she couldn't take care of the kid because she was working, and I don't know what else happened. Oh, so Sunshine was also told by Demetrius. So me and Sunshine had got into it about this stuff too because I used to defend Jackie so heavily. I used to defend my mama so heavily because I just couldn't wrap my mind around that she could give her child away or that she had anything to do with it, right? She wouldn't do that. This is my mama. Like, she be fucked up sometimes, but she ain't gonna do that. So me and Sunshine got into it about this because Sunshine had a conversation with Demetrius. Sunshine had a conversation with my cousin Larry, and how Larry would know anything. Larry is my cousin on my dad's side though, right? Well, our dad's side. Had a conversation with him and how he would know anything, and he was a kid too, and he younger than me. Hey, but he was telling her shit, right? Inaccurate shit. So I'm telling her he don't know what he's talking about. And I'm telling her I don't know what Demetrius is talking about. And I told her, you never really gonna have 100% the truth. You know what I'm saying? And I understand that that's what you're looking for or whatever. And you're gonna have to be okay with whatever version of our mom you get or whatever. So we got into it because of course she felt like I was defending our mom, which in that moment I wasn't, but I had been defending her. Right. But when she steady would talk about it, stuff just wasn't adding up for me. Wasn't adding up. And in my mom's mind, what she said to me was she felt like I was trying to turn my sister against her, but I never did. I wanted them to be close. I wanted us all to be close. And if I wanted to turn my sister against her, I wouldn't have been defending our mom. I wouldn't have been telling my mom or our mom, take that post down if you want to have a relationship with your child. If I wanted to turn my sister against her, I wouldn't have been doing that. If that was my ultimate goal, why would I find my sister and make it so that everybody can meet up and we all go out to eat, and I'm fucking paying for shit. Hey, baby, listen. Anyway, let me get back to this text thread. So I said, your sister gave her child away, then lied about it. That's who you really should be trying to get together. Rolita says, so
Ooh.
I literally said, your sister gave her child away, then lied about it. She says, so not my sister ain't give away her motherfucking child, bitch. You don't know. So I'm gonna get that on the shirt. So and then I said, bring it on, honey, because she said I was getting sued. I said, bring it on, honey, with the kissy face emoji with the little heart.
Mm-hmm.
That one. And she said, him coming for you. Probably she meant I'm coming for you. I don't know, but she said him coming for you.
It's probably
And I said, you
supposed to be
probably. And I said, you could really benefit from some education. And I didn't say anything else, and she didn't say anything else. And that was the last text in at 9:47 a.m. now yesterday, because it's 1:09 a.m.
Oh my god.
So yeah, that was that. She was pretty fucking mad, right?
Girl. She sounded like her brother.
This fucking walrus picture she sent me, that don't
That
look like
sounds so
me.
familiar though.
What sound familiar?
With uh with Jackie on what you had said she had what she was saying.
Oh, about Sunshine?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's what she was saying about my mom. That's what she was trying to say that my mom did. She's trying to say my mom had packed bags and left.
The lies never stop.
No. I didn't even get the fact no bag.
The lies never stop, man.
And
They
she said,
never fucking stop.
Rico wasn't no witness to nothing.
Huh?
she was saying Rika was a witness to it too. And you
Oh, and
can tell she was lying.
Demetrius, so it was said that Demetrius was the one that walked Sunshine down the street to the older lady that eventually adopted my sister Sunshine. Demetrius had also said that my mama was on drugs back then, and that's why the judge didn't want to give her the baby back, or something. And I'm like, she was on drugs. That's
I
crazy.
don't be no
But
what
that's what Demetrius said. But you know, Demetrius be throwing rocks and hiding her motherfucking hand, baby.
mm-hmm.
She do that. That's what she do. And when I told Demetrius, I'm like, what do you mean she was on drugs and da 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 da? And she was like, Ruthie, I'm just telling you what I know because I was there. Oh, okay.
Demetra is no saint neither.
Mm-mm.
Definitely not. Definitely not. Definitely
Nope.
fucking not.
That's why she had a baby so late. I was so she was having more than one abortion. Oh, wait,
Ooh.
or was that Rolisa? One of them. Oh, my bad. My
I don't.
my
Hey,
bad.
listen.
See, people
Allegedly,
be talking on their side, and they don't be wanting to get
people be
aired out.
running. See, this is what happens. People be running their mouth in front of people, and they don't think that people are ever going to say anything because 9 times out of 10, people never do. That's what abusers and narcissists and people like these people count on. People never talking, never even communicating with each other inside of the family either.
That part.
That's what they count on, and they tell you what goes on in my house stays in my house, right?
Or they say stuff for you to turn on that person.
They manipulate you to turn against somebody when the other person know the truth about them. So then you'll never find out the truth if y'all don't talk. Because it's certain shit that me and Lil G didn't put together until we had conversations recently as grown ass individuals about our childhood. Because we didn't talk about it.
Yeah.
We went through it together. We was in the motherfucking trenches, but we didn't talk about it. But that's what they count on. They don't want you to talk.
Nope.
I'm letting people know if you've gone through anything like anything that I've talked about, speak your truth, baby.
Yep. Speak it now.
Speak your truth. Speak your truth. And do it however you see fit. You ain't got to get on no live. You ain't got to do none of that. Speak it however you see fit. Somebody that's been in my life forever says sometimes you got to give people their shit before you cut them off. And by giving people their shit, he meant you got to let them know what the fuck they did and how you felt about it.
Yep.
So this is part of me giving these people their shit, huh?
Yep.
And if y'all have a story to tell and y'all don't want to come out and y'all don't want nobody to see y'all or y'all not comfortable and y'all want me to tell it, I'll tell it. I'll tell it. I got you, baby. So also today, y'all, I talked to my new therapist, and I'm claiming her now because she mine. Because at first I was a little iffy about it. I was like, I ain't really feeling no new therapist. What you mean? I mean, I need therapy for sure, but a new somebody like this lady don't know me, and you leaving me in deep in the trenches right now.
Ooh.
This lady gonna be like, nah, that's a bit much. But she wasn't even like that, y'all. So we had a meeting scheduled, a video conference thing scheduled today so we can set up like initially like intake and stuff, and it actually turned into a session.
You want
When
to sleep on me?
who sleep?
No, just laying my head
I'm
down.
talking to Mia.
Oh, I would have thought you would have one that would have been laying down sleeping. You pregnant?
Yeah, and I got a doctor's appointment in the morning.
And speaking of pregnant, let's clock how they always was trying to say Mia was the one that was pregnant.
No,
This was recent.
it's actually me. See, it's me.
Why they always worried about somebody else's coochie, somebody else's uterus? They like these men in the White House.
I'm the
Why
one.
you worried about another woman's body, another woman's reproductive system? Why is that your business? But it's not your business when your brother is taking advantage of the said body, right?
Nope,
You don't
it's
see
not.
anything. You don't see nothing. You don't hear nothing. You don't know nothing. When it's your brother taking advantage of said body, it doesn't. I don't know nothing about that.
I got
You need to move
nothing but
on.
proof.
You need to move on. But when this person becomes an adult and they want to do what they want to do with their body, you're a hoe.
See,
it
I'm the one
seems to
pregnant.
me, it seems to me that these ladies are really the whores. They're the whores, right? They're the whores. And then they just kept making these babies.
Why she has seen?
Just kept making these babies that they didn't want. They just wanted the checks. They wanted the motherfucking paper, right? So they kept having the babies. Yeah, because when you have a baby, you know, the government will help you take care of them. Well, you're supposed to be taking care of them anyway.
Yep.
So you can go get checks, and then if you happen just so get a baby with a little extra going on in the mind, you can get some money. What do they call them? Crazy checks? You can get those too.
That's the crazy shit.
They like to pocket those too. They like to get the food stamps. They like to get the crazy checks. And I'm not trying to be insensitive, but I'm just really saying because I have mental issues as well, y'all. So please don't think I'm on here judging nobody or nothing like that because I literally have no room to judge anybody. I'm not even judging these people that did what they did to me and the people that I love. I'm not judging them. I'm just outing them. That's what I'm doing. I'm not judging them because truth be told, they done been through some shit too, right? I don't know their stories, but they done been through some shit too. And instead of them learning and doing better, they became monsters too.
Yep.
Sometimes you might have to become a monster for a little bit to fix some shit, but they became monsters to steady destroy shit. And then they didn't know how to not be a monster anymore. So they're still monsters.
Yep, that's true.
And they kept going unchecked for the behavior I feel like I'm going cross-eyed. Hell no. Let me put both of these right here because I feel like I was going cross-eyed trying to make sure everybody's. Ooh, that's
My
crazy.
God.
I'm gonna just look down. I'm gonna just look down. So they, it's like a catch-22, right? Because how can you expect somebody to know how to do something that they were never taught or that they never got, right? But even though I got love from my grandfather, I got love from Aunt Byrne. Aunt Byrne was my mama. That was my auntie mom, is what I called her.
She was a good.
Even with like two of my mom's exes, Nicole and Pat, they were real cool. I love them. Nicole was like is like another mom to me. Pat, she's real cool. I'm still connected to her. So do y'all remember Vicky?
Vicky.
My mama's ex, Vicky. She had the daughter, Chandra.
Legit said.
Baby, you not on here, so you can't dictate what we doing on here. You just want to be on here so you can listen to what's going on. So you want me to save it for tomorrow night? Well, for tonight.
Yeah. She said, yeah.
That's Lil G trying to tell me what to do. Like she my mama. She not my mama, y'all. But anyway, because it is late. It's 1:20. So I will continue the story on tonight's live because it's 1:20 a.m. So tonight, because it's a new day. My God, today.
Amen.
It's a new day. So heart rate 111. Bitch, calm down. Yeah, so I will continue tonight. I'll be on live again. So
Okay.
I appreciate everybody for watching. I appreciate y'all for joining and for telling parts of your story. I love y'all very much.
Love you too.
And,
Love you too.
and I'm about to get up off of here and I don't know what I'm about to do. Probably not sleep, but yeah. I'm about to get up off of here. I will see everybody tonight when y'all come back.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.